Camden Fairview.
Yeah. That shocked me. I actually talked a little bit to Chris Serene, the head coach of Hot Springs High. That game, I think, shocked a lot of folks. I've seen the Trojans play. They were 0-3 in non-conference, and they've won all their conference games since then. And I think the Trojans on a roll, and I will stick with the Trojans tonight.
I like that, too. Once a team gets on a roll, it's kind of hard for them to stop.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to go against them.
5A East tonight, conference title on the line, obviously. Batesville at Lynn in a very big game in the 5A East.
What a game. I think everybody kind of penciled this the first of the year. Okay, now this is where I'm going to do a flip-flop for you. In regular season, I'm going to go with Lynn. We're going to go with the Yellow Jackets tonight. If this is a matchup in the playoffs, because I've experienced recently, I would go with Batesville. But in regular season, I will stay with the Yellow Jackets.
Okay, I like that pick, too. It's a home game. Batesville's season playoff team, I think the home team comes away by that 3-point moniker there. I think it'll be a real close 1 or 2 point game, though.
Yeah, I think it'll be close, too.
In the 3-4A tonight, you have Gosnell and Highland, two teams that are 5-0-1 on the year, and Highland with a couple of highly regarded recruits. The Rebels off to a slow start, but have won 3 straight in conference play.
This should be a real good, interesting game. You get the Pirates playing, and Highland coming on strong. I do like Highland in this game.
Yeah, I do too. At home, again, a home game for them. That should be a well of a football game. Is up there. And in the 7-4A, you have Mena. The Bearcats sitting at 6-0 on the year. Kind of a surprising 6-0. At Arkadelphia. Of course, Arkadelphia in a thriller last week, double overtime victory over Fountain Lake.
Yeah, what about that conference, though? Arkadelphia, Fountain Lake, Nashville, Mena. You talking about a tough conference.
Oh, I know. Malvern, 2-1 too. You can't leave the Leopards out.
Yeah, thank you. Somebody else. I mean, it's almost like the SEC West, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What a tough conference there, and I do like the Badgers in this game. I will go with Arkadelphia. And I think, Arkadelphia had one heck of a game against Fountain Lake. They won in double overtime. And I know Mena, they knocked off Hot Springs, we talked about earlier, a 5A school. But I just think Arkadelphia, has just got a little bit more firepower.
I do too. I like that pick. I think Mena goes down tonight. They're on the road. I always like the home team for some reason.
Especially this late in the season.
Oh, yeah, this late in the season. I always like to go with the home team, and tonight that's no different. In the 3A, we have Mayflower at Bald Knob. Both teams 3-0 in the conference. Bald Knob, of course, 6-0 overall. That should be a well of a football game in White County.
Bald Knob's on a roll right now. Mayflower's getting going right now, but I will stick with Bald Knob in this ball game.
That's a good choice there. We're heading through now into 2A, and probably the game of the night in Class 2A. Not probably, it is the game of the night in Class 2A. You have Bearden and Junction City. Both teams set at 5-0.
You know, when I did the Fearless Underground show, we taped it on Monday. I said, this is the game of the week. I don't care if you're 7A all the way down to 2A. This is the game of the week. I mean, seriously, Philip, if I wasn't doing a ball game, I would be watching this ball. You're talking about two communities that just flat out don't like each other. And it's all or nothing right now. I'm going to stick with the Dragons, but I can see a score like 13-12, Junction City.
Yeah, I can see that too. Bearden's at home. I just think Junction City they're that myth ball where if you're going to beat them,
they're a machine. They are a machine.
If you're going to beat them, you're going to have to play flawless, and then Junction City is going to have to be slightly off. I still like the Dragons. I like the Dragons.
How about this? Remember what I said? I like trends. Since 2001, Junction City leads the series 11-5, and they have met in the playoffs themselves.
There you go.
And one year, if you remember, Bearden knocked off Junction City, stopped that winning streak, and then Junction City returned the favor during the playoff run of the Dragons.
We might have a similar situation this season. Lanny, I know you're a busy man. I know you got a game tonight and you got a lot going on right now, so we thank you for joining. We look forward to your game tonight and maybe talking to you later this evening.
Well, I appreciate it. I just want to tell everybody that's listening that if you want to listen to the best high school radio show, First Security with Philip Seaton, I listen to it every Friday night. he does a marvelous job. You don't hear a lot of fluff. I mean, he gets to the scores. You can find out real quick, and you don't have to hear a lot of other jabbering. I just wanted to say that Philip, you do just such an outstanding job.
Well, Lanny, I appreciate that. That means a lot for the compliment, but outstanding job, too, on Fearless Friday, giving people a source, an avenue to go discuss high school sports in the state of Arkansas, and is much appreciated. That's Lanny Beavers on the First Security Friday Night Hotline. For those listening on the Cersei Lion, Bologna Eagle, Pulaski Academy Bruin, and Heber Springs Panther radio networks, we'll take you to the stadium when we come back. For the rest, we'll keep it here. We'll have more pregame. This is First Security Friday Night.
I have an asthma attack. I feel scared. It's like tiny nails in the air poke my lungs. I start to cough. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
Today, 1 out of 13 children suffer from some form of asthma, accounting for nearly 1/3 of all emergency room visits.
I feel like I'm choking. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. A little sound comes out when I breathe.
But while your child may suffer from asthma doesn't have to make your child suffer. There are simple ways you can prevent your child's next attack. To learn more, log on to www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA, the Ad Council, and this station.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I'm 19 years old, and this is how I live united. I've always been kind of a computer geek, and I found a way to use those skills to help the homeless in my community. For people facing hard times, computer skills and a basic resume are so important. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in people's lives. So with United Way, I created a program where I work with the homeless. Together, we go through their whole job history, write a resume, and then save it on their very own USB drive. We provide workbooks and training certificates. I even budgeted for cupcakes so we can celebrate as a class when one of our people gets a job. That's huge. When somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." That's what living united feels like to me. Brzezinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
There are many sounds in your day-to-day life. There are sounds that wake you up. Sounds that make you smile. Sounds that energize you. And sounds that help you relax. But there are some sounds that can alert you to danger and can help save lives. Wireless emergency alerts, now on many mobile devices, use a unique sound and vibration to bring you information about severe weather events, Amber Alerts, or other emergencies in your area. With critical information from local sources you know and trust, you can be in the know, wherever you are. For more information, visit ready.gov/alerts. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to First Security Friday night. I'm your host, Philip Seaton. As we're just a little over 10 minutes away from kickoff all across the state. Those joining us on KRZS 106.5 FM, The Champion, we'd like to welcome you back. We're going to be bringing you tonight Valonia at Maumelle, BB at Little Rock Mills, Jacksonville at Pulaski Academy, North Little Rock at Searcy, and Newport at Heber Springs. That's just some of the games we're going to pot up and bring you to you live as they go. Probably going to take you first to North Little Rock Searcy. That appears to be the biggest mismatch of the night. Is at North Little Rock, 7A North Little Rock, number one team in the rankings. KJ Hill, DJ Johnson, Heath Land, the quarterback. Talented crew for Coach Bolding's squad and the Charging Wildcats. Searcy appears to be outmanned, 3-3, but you never know.
Welcome to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football, presented by BMW of Little Rock, First Security Bank, Crane Automotive, and OrthoSurgeons. Remember, you can log on to 933thesource.com for the complete rundown of Catholic High Rockets game schedules, stats, scores, and stream the games live. Now, let's go to the game on Sports 93.3 The Source.
7 weeks into the season, and this is our second home game at Pulaski Academy as the Bruins host the Jacksonville Red Devils tonight in a 5A Central Conference matchup. Pulaski Academy comes into the game 5-1 overall, 0-3 or 3-0 in conference play. Coach Kelly would whip me for saying that. And Jacksonville comes in at 1-5, 1-2 in conference play. They beat Little Rock Fair, was their only win on the season. So Jacksonville comes in with one win on the season, and, of course, this PA defense and offense hopes that they don't make it two here tonight, Lanny.
Yeah, Jacksonville had some pretty good games recently, 22-28, 21-28, which have been losses, but they've been playing a lot better in conference play, looking for their first win in conference play, as you mentioned. Pulaski Academy, that was an interesting game we had last week, an hour and 17-minute weather delay. Yeah. But I know they have a couple of problems with the defensive end of BB, Dustin Greer, last week, and hopefully they got that offensive line. I'm sure they've been looking at that. And you know Jacksonville's looking at that tape this week at the problems that Pulaski Academy had last week.
No, you bet. And, of course, with a broken foot, Blake Flemister, the starting right tackle on offense for Pulaski Academy, he was injured. We noticed him last week standing on the sidelines, Laney, and looked like a walking boot or something, right. Walking cast, and we talked to him earlier today, and they said they hope to have him back in the playoffs, time for the playoffs. So we hope that he's doing better and is on the mend. But, of course, anytime that happens, anytime you disrupt that offensive line, you're having to break somebody else in there new. Now we have our prayer.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather tonight as we celebrate the efforts of our children. We thank you for the relationships we share with our students and families of our two great schools. We thank you for our teachers, coaches, and all the caring hearts that help nurture our children. We thank you for your guidance, protection, and grace. Guide the leaders of the great country we live in. We ask you bring peace and comfort to those men and women protecting our freedoms around the world. We pray in your name. Amen.
Our invocation here at Pulaski Academy. Good crowd on hand, as you could imagine, on a beautiful Friday night for football. And you wait on these nights. You know, early in the season, you're hot and steamy. Late in the season, it gets kind of cold. But tell you what, this time of the year is a great time of year.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about that game again last week. It kind of made us miss the days of calling the game on the deer stand last week.
Yep, sure did. Hey, we're going to take a break. Be back with more on the PA pregame. Right after this, you're listening to Bruin Football on 93.3 The Source.
The temperature is heating up, and so are the deals at Crane Hyundai with two big locations. New 2014 Hyundai Elantra start for just $17,990, or drive new 2014 Sonatas just $199 a month. 0% financing for a full 72 months, and ask about sales tax paid. Plus, every new Hyundai is backed with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, and Hyundai Assurance. With these deals, they won't last long, so come see us today. Crane Hyundai, I-430 in Colonel Glenn in Little Rock, and Warden Road in North Little Rock.
I'm Anthony Lucas for Ortho Surgeons. As a former Arkansas Razorback and Dallas Cowboy football player, I know what sports can do to the body, especially as the years pass. Arkansas's premier orthopedic surgery group has a team of orthopedic surgeons, PAs, and certified athletic trainers that can be on your team too, treating all orthopedic and sports injury needs from hand, shoulder, foot and ankle, ACL repair, and arthroscopic to joint replacement surgeries. Ortho Surgeons, on the web at orthosurgeons.com.
Sports 93.3, The Source, is geared up for the 2014 Baptist Health broadcast season of Arkansas State University Red Wolves football. Presented by Robbie and Real Property Management, Central Arkansas. 933thesource.com for the Red Wolves game schedules, stats, scores, and stream the games live. Don't miss the 2014 Baptist Health broadcast season of Arkansas State University Red Wolves football exclusively on Sports 93.3 The Source.
93.3 College Football Saturday tailgate party at War Memorial Stadium as we get you set for Georgia and Arkansas on October 18th. Talk football with Bo Mattingly, Wes Moore, J.J. Matters, and others. And listen to the live and local 93.3 College Football Saturday show that kicks off at 1. And then as soon as the game is over, 93.3 College Football Saturday is on the air taking your calls. It's College Football Saturday, 93.3.
These guys are the best at it. Hey, you know it.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
Well, we're glad you could join us on The Source tonight. We should have an interesting ball game as Pulaski Academy is at home against Jacksonville. The Red Devils across the way. A big crowd here for Pulaski Academy as the students start to line up on the field off to our right and form a tunnel for the Bruins to run through. And this is another game. You know, last week we saw Lanny, and I don't mean take nothing away from BB. They're well coached. They have a good football team. But we did see at the beginning of the last game, the Bruins just didn't seem to be quite sharp. I would be surprised if they came out tonight and they weren't sharp.
Yeah, I don't think that will happen. It wouldn't get. I think a lot of it has to do with this only being the second home game. They've been traveling so much.
Yep.
And but hey, they still won the game, won it convincingly, 65-35. BB made it interesting. You got to give BB a lot of credit.
Yeah.
They had some players that were hurt, and they got them back, and they started playing well. But I'm telling you right now, don't let this record deceive you of Jacksonville. They've had 2 close losses, and we'll just see what happens tonight. I do feel like Pulaski Academy will be playing a better game, but Jacksonville's not just going to mail in tonight.
No, it's going to be another one of those contests when we talk about it. You know, in pre-games, it seems like every week. But you cannot allow a team that you're supposed to be, you can't allow them to hang around, you can't give them momentum, and you can't make them think, hey, we're in this thing, we can win it.
No, you can't. And like you were mentioned, you don't want to have any turnovers. You want to play, just play your game. That's what you need to do. Don't worry what the other team's doing. You worry about what you're doing and play your game. And that's what you saw PA do, is they extended that lead late in the fourth quarter after the big rain delay.
Defense, of course, will be called upon to stop this Jacksonville offense tonight. The offense, led by Will Heffley, I saw his completion percentage somewhere today, and it's just unbelievable. He's hitting at something like 70-something% on his passes, and normally over 50%. 60% is pretty good.
Well, the other thing that helps him a lot too, Jay, is his wide receivers. What you don't see the drop balls. I think we may have seen one last week, and that was with the wet football. But the receivers catch the football. They don't drop it. That really helps the quarterback.
And let's not forget about the 2 sophomore running backs. Now, you look at these guys, and they're not tall, big guys. But they're fast, they're quick, they can hit the hole, and once they get through there, they're gone. And they're hard to find back there behind that offensive line. Miles Fells, sophomores at 5'9", 5'3", 141.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you what, they're jitterbugs, and they're hard to catch.
Well, Watkins had that big screen play pass that he took all the way down the sideline for a touchdown. That was a big touchdown last week for Pulaski Academy. And you're right, Watkins is he's smaller in stature, but he likes to get behind that big offensive line and find his holes, and he gives it everything he's got. He's not that easy to take down.
When Heffley goes back to pass, he's been looking for his go-to guy for a couple of years, Will Hastings. And Hastings has certainly made the defense pay on different occasions, but it's also good to see Zach Kelly back You know, he had that shoulder injury earlier in the season.
3 touchdowns last week for Zach Kelly.
Great hands. You know, these receivers have great hands. You talked about the receivers a minute ago. And we saw the speed last week. When they hit the open field, they can pull away. They can shift into another gear.
Yeah, the captains of PA are out on the field. You've got Will Heffley, number 178, is Will Sewell, Trey Lewis, number 68, and as you mentioned, number 1 receiver for Will Heffley is Will Hastings will be your captains.
For Jacksonville's Gerald Thomas, number 19, number 24, Justin Abbott, and we see the number, we'll give you the other. It looks like number 5, Lamont Goss. And the captains are at the middle of the field. The Bruins tonight dressed in their all dark blue helmets, dark blue jerseys, dark blue pants with the light blue numerals. And, of course, the visiting Red Devils are dressed in their white, the red helmet, white jerseys, white pants with the red numerals. And the captains are just getting acquainted. We're going to let them have a coin toss, and then we'll send it back to another break as the official is talking to them right now. Now, we know whichever way this goes, the Bruins want the football first. There's no doubt about that.
No, they certainly are. And here's the flip. And still waiting.
You know, he just dropped it the first time, I think. Now he flipped it. They eyeball it. And let's see. The Bruins have won the toss. And, of course, they're going to elect to receive. We'll wait till we make it official. The Bruins are going to line up and move from our right to our left. They will receive the opening kickoff. Jacksonville will be kicking from our left to our right. That's the way it sets up. We'll tell you all about it right after this. You're listening to Bruin Football on 93.3 The Source.
This is Keith from BMW of Little Rock. I bought my first BMW from them in 1994, and I love that car. I put over 150,000 miles on it, then gave it to my daughter for her first car, and then we traded it for another BMW that she is still driving today. I've owned 3 BMWs since then, and BMW of Little Rock has been there every step of the way, from sales to service, even an awesome parts department. BMW makes the ultimate driving machine, but BMW of Little Rock makes it the ultimate affordable driving machine. BMW of Little Rock, 1500 Shackelford Road.
School is back, and that means high school sports and the injuries that come along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila, open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
Let's party. It's the greatest tailgate party in the universe as Georgia and Arkansas play in the Rock on Saturday, October 18th. Join us on the 18th hole just off Markham. The 93.3 Tailgate Blast. Gift certificates for Mimi's Cafe, The Marketplace, Culture Clothing Company, Millennium Bowl, and tickets for Boo at the Zoo, hot dogs from Kroger, and a chance to win tickets for the Hogs and Ole Miss. The 93.3 Tailgate Blast. On the 18th hole just off Markham from the good guys at 93.3.
Game on with Wes Moore and Michael Smith.
Mike Irwin joins us.
This is the equivalent of a bird crapping on your head. Now, we've all had it happen every once in a while, but what if every day you went outside it happened and there were no trees around your house? Arkansas is getting no breaks anywhere, anyplace, anytime. In my life, when I've gone through phases like that, you eventually get so frustrated you just want to scream at the moon.
Get your game on. Weekdays at 11 on Sports 93.3 The Source.
Y'all ready for this?
KKSB Bryan Little Rock, Sports 93.3 The Source. Your source for sports in the capital city.
Urgent care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
Thanks for joining us. We should have a good ball game. The Bruins are lined up on our right. They will be moving from our right to our left after receiving this kickoff from Jacksonville. Jacksonville kicking from our left to our right. The team's on the 40-yard line. The crowd is up, ready to go. Kicking for Jacksonville, number 29, John Herman. He's a senior.
Number 29, John Herman.
He'll kick it away.
For the Red Devils.
Deep in for the Bruins, standing at the 10-yard line. One on each hash. Here comes Herman's kick. The low kick is going to be taken at the 40. Back to about the 45 to the 50-yard line and just into Jacksonville territory. That ball was fielded on the hop at about the 40-yard line. Nate Robinson makes a stop on Justin Charette. They're going to put it right at the 50-yard line, so good field position for the Bruins to open this game up.
Kind of surprising Jacksonville would give Pulaski Academy a short field to start the ball game.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a squib kick that just bounced right to him at the 40. So here we go, Heffley in a shotgun. One running back off to his left. More of a slot. Two receivers to the right, two to the left, 1st and 10 from midfield. Pass throws is going to be caught. Lateral at the 40, at the 35, down to the 30-yard line.
That was Reed Rickenbach.
That's Reed Rickenbach, a defensive player. He was the one in the backfield. He just caught a little hook and lateral. Zach Watkins finally brings him down inside the 30-yard line. Ran left. Ball was caught lateral to him on the run. Rickenbach picks up good yardage.
I noticed Reed Rickenbach was in. We have not seen Reed in the backfield all season. The old hook and lateral that Kevin Kelly pulls out.
Gain of 22 down to the 28. And in motion is Bruce. Heffley back to pass on 1st down, throws it long, has a man in the corner, and that's going to be caught but out of bounds at about the 3-yard line.
Maybe a yard too far out of bounds.
Just barely. Just barely. He was looking for Will Hastings down the left sidelines. He was open, but just one step too many. 2nd down and 10 from the Jacksonville 28. Just underway, no score. Heffley, Bruce off to the right. He's going to hand it off to Trey. Nothing there. He's hit immediately. May have lost a yard or two on the play. We'll see where they mark it.
Handoff goes to number 15, Trey Bruce.
No room for Trey to run that time. They're going to mark it back at the 31. Loss of 3.
Along with number 57.
Well, that was Justin Abbott, one of the captains, making the smack on Bruce. It's 3rd and 13.
Yeah, Abbott just came up and filled the hole right there. There wasn't anything available whatsoever for Bruce. That's good defensive play for the Red Devils.
Ball's up to 31. Bruins need to get to the 18 for a 1st down. 3rd down and long. Heffley alone to shotgun. Looks over the middle, steps up, has time. Now pressure's on, dumps it off, incomplete. Bruce was trying to come back and get it.
Got a flag on the play, too.
That's in the backfield. That's never good news.
No, it's not. Anthony Phelps is saying it's against the Bruins, and I believe it is.
Well, we'll see if and it looks like the Red Devils are going to take it. They could have declined it and made it 4th and 13.
They'll take this. You don't want to give PA a short field on 4th and... No, they're going to decline it. Wow. 4th and 13.
Yeah.
You know, it does sound funny why you would decline a 4th down, but the way you
That's true. So they'll keep it right there at the 31. It'll be 4th down and 13 from the 31. Heffley alone the shotgun. 3 receivers off to the right. He's got one off to the left. The rush is on. Heffley steps up, has some time, looks, throws long into the end zone, has a man out there. Touchdown, Bruins! He hit Will Hastings on the run. And that's how you complete a 4th and 13 for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You know, it sounds funny to decline a 4th and 13 penalty, but if you don't get pressure on Heffley, and that time Jacksonville didn't, Heffley just throws a beautiful pass to Hastings for the touchdown. Now, Jay, let's see what Jacksonville does on this PAT. We've seen a lot of 2-point conversions over the years.
Hastings stays in for the extra point. Lane Hatcher with the hold. Snap is good. Oh, they kind of mishandling it, and they couldn't get the kick away.
Yeah, I think the Hatcher dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And Hastings stopped, and he tried to kick it, and it went about 2 yards, and it's a 6-0 ball game here.
Well, that was quick. We'll keep it right here. 10:40 to go in the 1st quarter. Took them 1 minute and 20 seconds, and the Bruins put 6 on the board.
50-yard drive.
Unable to take advantage of the extra point.
Mr. Referee.
31-yard touchdown pass by Will Heffley to Will Hastings. That drive took a minute, 13 seconds off the clock. Good to see Brooksy join us in the press box again.
I heard Chris Amsler off to our left just announced that the play clock is having difficulties. We saw that a few weeks ago
here. Yeah, it happened
here.
the first game we were here. Play clock be kept on the field.
They have the 25-second clock in both end zones, one on the scoreboard to our left and one off the building to our right. And both of those are reading 0. Have to get old James out here to get things going.
Yeah, I'm looking at this setup right now for Jacksonville.
They got a lot of guys on the line.
They've got a lot of offensive linemen and defensive linemen on the line, too.
Got one deep man standing back at about the 25. He's got a lot of room to cover. They're expecting an onside kick.
Trying to stop the onside kick.
Hastings has it teed up at the 40, angling this way toward the Pulaski Academy sideline. There's the whistle, and here we go. He approaches, kicks it, gets a high bounce. It's going to be touched by Jacksonville. It goes out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. We'll see where they mark it.
I think PA had a shot at that, but it just bounced too high.
One of the Bruins shaking up on the play.
Lambert was trying to catch the ball, but it bounced over his head, too.
They got maybe...
It's touched by a Red Devil and goes out of bounds at the 39.
Looks like Jacob Anderson.
Yeah, looks like it. It's nothing. He's up on his knee.
He's at the 48-yard line of PA.
Jacob's up, and he's going to come off the field. 1st and 10 Jacksonville. They're going to mark it at their own 39-yard line.
Anderson shaking up a bit on the kickoff.
So it's first time we'll see what the Red Devils do. Quarterback over talking to their head coach, Barry Higginbotham.
Got a lot of size.
Brendan Higginbotham, the quarterback. He's a junior. Now the officials are talking to him about the play clock. Brendan Higginbotham he's a big kid.
Jacksonville's got some size on that line, too.
10 Red Devils. Bruins leading at 6-0 here early. It's the first time the Red Devils offense has touched the ball. And they'll start at their own 39, 1st and 10. Higginbotham, shotgun, as a running back off to his left. Now sends a man in motion from right to left. He's going to pitch it out to his running back, trying to find room, and he's going to have a little bit of yardage up to about the 40, and that's it. Maybe a yard on the play. Reed Rickenbach there to make the stop. That was Goss, the running back.
Well, it's just good not to have to watch a dead T again on offense. Jacksonville will be running a little bit more of a spread.
Do not know what he called there. But they're going to leave the ball right there, so no call. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. He moved it up. Goss moved it up to the 40-yard line. Move it to our right, from our right to our left.
6-0, Pulaski Academy leading early in the first quarter, 9:50 remaining in the first quarter.
Higginbotham, the quarterback, has a running back on both sides of him on 2nd down and 9. He backs up to pass. The rush is on. His left, throws. It's almost intercepted, but it's going to be incomplete. Bruins were all over number 8, Jakiri Wynn that time.
Pass intended for number 9.
That was Jacob Phillips was there.
Yeah, Jacob did a good job just staying right there with the receiver. Higginbotham didn't have anybody really to throw it to.
Broken up by number 24.
Bring up a 3rd and 9:38 to go here in the first quarter.
So a 3rd down and long for the Red Devils at their own 39-yard line. Bruins leading at 6-0 here in the first quarter. Jacksonville 1-2 in conference play, trying to even their record out. Now there's a flag in the Bruins backfield. And we'll wait and see what this is.
Not sure what this is. Looks maybe
almost looked like he threw an illegal substitution, but I don't know. We'll see.
Dead ball. Play a game on the offense. They played 3rd down.
So they took a little bit too long. Back them up 5 yards, back to the 35-yard line.
This style football, Jay. You remember when you and I were kids, you didn't have a play clock.
Nope, sure didn't. You kind of kept that in your head.
Yeah,
you kind of feel it, you know, how much time you had. That backs it up to the 35, and now it's even worse for the Red Devils. 3rd down and 14. Higginbotham in what looks like a passing situation. He rolls to his right. The pressure's on. He throws it downfield. It's going to be incomplete about the 45-yard line.
Just not a good pass. He overled his receiver trying to hit Steve Eskridge downfield. That would not have got the first down, and looks like Jacksonville's going to punt.
Yeah, the kicker's into the ball game. John Herman. We saw him working hard before the game started.
Good pressure that time by the Pulaski Academy defense coming over the right side. Put the pressure on Higginbotham.
Herman standing back at his own 21-yard line. Nobody back deep for the Bruins. Gets the kick away. High kick. It's going to hit about the 35. Take a Red Devil bounce inside the 25. Down to the 20. Down to the 18-yard line. And that's where the Bruins will take over. Zach Watkins down to down it for the Red Devils Bruins take over at their own 18, leading at 6-0 with 9:19 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, if Pulaski Academy gets a touchdown, they'll go for 2 to try to get that 14-point spread.
So we'll see if the Bruins can capitalize again. They took to the opening kickoff, marched it down the field 50 yards for a touchdown, and now they're going to start at their own 18.
That last touchdown by PA was on a 4th and 13.
Fells, the running back, off to the right of Heffley on first down. Heffley's going to pass, though. Looks over the middle, shuffles his feet, now throws back to the left. High throw, caught at the 32-yard line, forced out of bounds. Looked like Palmer Jones. Forced out by Keelan Richardson on the near sideline.
Jacksonville only rushed 3 men that time. They had 8 people back. You got to put more pressure in that if you're a defense on Heffley. He's too good a quarterback, and the receivers are too good. He looked off 3 people before he finally was able to make that completion. 13-yard pickup, first down Bruins. Heffley has a running back on both sides of him. He's going to hand it off to the second man through across the 35, 40, 45. Look out! At the 50, the 40, the 35, down to the 30, down to the 25, down to the 23-yard line goes Miles Fells. He hit that hole and found some room before finally he was chased down by Avery Wells. But a big pickup as that time Fells rambles down to the 23-yard line. Great hole right there by the offensive line, and Fells, once he hit that crease, he put it in gear.
Bruins moving, 1st and 10. Heffley in a shotgun. Fells off to his left. Heffley's going to pass. Steps up. Good block. Throws it to the sideline. Caught at the 15-yard line. Looks like Zach Kelly, and it is. Forced out by Keelan Richardson. But a pickup of about 9 on the play.
Jacksonville, once again, is only rushing 3 men. Great block, as you called it, by your right tackle to free Heffley up to get that completion off.
2nd down and 1. Fells, the running back, off to the right of Heffley. He'll get the handoff. He's got the first down. He's at the 10. He's driving down to the 8, down to the 7-yard line before the Red Devils finally push him back. 1st and goal for the Bruins. Avery Wells was there along with a couple of other Red Devils to finally put the stop on Fells.
Fells got some good size, Jay. You mentioned him at 5'9", 175, and got good speed and real good quickness.
Empty backfield for Heffley, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Bruins.
He looks over the middle, steps up, now throws into the end zone, touchdown Bruins.
Wide open. I think Pulaski Academy will go for 2 here.
That's Palmer Jones. Made a catch a few minutes ago. This time it's worth 6 points, and it's 12-0 Bruins.
How about the play right there by Will Heffley? He looked. He felt a little pressure from his backside, Jay. He steps up. Palmer Jones is on the crossing pattern. He hits him right there in the end zone for a touchdown. And it looks like PA is only going to go for 1. That surprised me.
Lane Hatcher's out to kick. They're going to pitch it back to Lane Hatcher, who's a quarterback. He's in trouble. He throws to the corner of the end zone. This one's up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete.
Well, I didn't think PA would do a PAT, and I was kind of surprised they set up. If the ball's not bobbled there by the place holder, Hatcher still did a good job getting away from the pressure to get that pass off. But anyway, PA leads 12-0 with 8:08 left here in the first quarter.
And we'll take a break. You're listening to Bruin Football on 93.3 The Source.
School is back, and that means high school sports and the injuries that come along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
Our thanks to Russ McKinney, Andre Tucker back at the studio, keeping everything in line. Of course, couldn't do it without Chris Ambler, Jake Warner, and the guys up here who help us out. Popeye and his crew. Brooksy, who just handed us a stat. Bruins are going to kick it from the right to our left, onside kick. It's a long squibber down to the 30, down to the 25, finally fielded by Jacksonville. Reverses his field at the 20, and he's going to get back to the 25-yard line, around about 50 yards to get back to where he caught the football. That was Goss, and Justin Charette made the tackle. That was a fine-play 82-yard drive for the Bruins. Capped off by a 7-yard touchdown pass from Heffley to Palmer. Jones took a minute 11 off the clock, and now we'll see if the defense can get another stop here. Bruins leading at 12-0 with 8 minutes to go. They've only played 4 minutes. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Been a long.
Yeah, it has.
Jacksonville with the ball at their own 25-yard line, just over the 25. Higginbotham, the quarterback, gives it to Goss. He tries the middle, and he gets up to about the 30-yard line. Picks up about, and we'll give him 4 on the play. Second down and 6. Robert Ader.
Ader's going to have to come out of the game because his helmet popped off on that tackle.
At the red devil 31-yard line, second and 5.
Second down and a long 5. Ball across the 30 at the 31. Need to get to about the 36-yard line. We'll pick up of about 5 on the play. Higginbotham, shotgun with a running back off to his left. There's a direct snap to Goss. He's got some room outside at the 35, at the 40, across the 40. First down, Jacksonville. As he tumbles out to the 42. Chase Cootie there to put the stop to him.
That's a good play by Jacksonville to do the direct. Throws up the defensive line and gets a big first down that the Red Devils needed that time.
Yeah, they need some life, and they're getting it right now to their offense. 5 yards on the first carry, 7 yards on the second carry. First and 10, just across their own 42-yard line.
Pulaski Academy leading 12-0, 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Higginbotham shotgun, Goss off to his right. He's going to hand it to Goss again up the middle, rides that left guard and left tackle out across the 45 to the 46. I get about 3 on the play. Robert Ader there to stop him.
Ader came back in after he had to set out that one play with his helmet off and makes the tackle.
Second down and 7. They do like running left, we can tell that already. Higginbotham looks to the sideline, has the play, gets back in the huddle.
Higginbotham, the quarterback's one of the tallest players on the Jacksonville offensive team.
He sure is. Shotgun, this time on quick pitch out to the left, caught at the 45, the 50, into Bruin territory, and it's close to a first down. Looks like from here he has it. Picks up right at 7 yards. Wells on the catch. That's a first down. They'll move the chains at the Bruin 47-yard line.
First and 10, Red Devils.
Bruin player comes off.
It's Patterson.
Keelan
He had
Patterson.
to come off. He's the one who made the tackle, and Andrew Ransom's going to replace Patterson.
He was running, but he was kind of
Looks
left
like
on
he
one
got
leg.
maybe a hip pointer.
A little banged up.
Jacksonville's got 2 first downs.
Tell you what,
in this
they're taking
drive.
a long time getting out of the huddle, too. Now they hurry to the line of scrimmage. First and 10 at the Bruin 47. He's got to wait for his receivers to get set. They do. One of them looked like he took off. And this one's mixed up.
Yeah, that play did
running
look-
back got hit behind the line of scrimmage at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that play wasn't going to go anywhere. It took way too long.
Ader again on the tackle.
Did you notice how Higginbottom's holding the football kind of like a snow cone?
He's moving his feet a lot before that snap,
He
too,
sure
ain't he?
is. I've been looking for that false start by the quarterback.
Moves it back to their own 49. So a loss of 4. It'll be second down and 14.
Play.
So Jacksonville moving the ball pretty crisply until that play there, and it was a loss of 4. Higginbotham with Goss off to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Backs up to pass. Rush is on. Now he throws, and it's going to be incomplete. He had to get rid of that one.
Just feeling a lot of pressure right there.
Threw it out of bounds on the Jacksonville sideline about the 45-yard line. That brings up an important play, you would think, for Jacksonville, even though it's in the first quarter.
Robert Ader.
Well, he's had to set it down.
Yeah, he sure has. He's come out now for this third down play.
Third down and 14. Ball is at the Jacksonville 49. They need to get to the PA 37 for a first down.
I guess PA's trying to put a little bit more pressure on the quarterback. You've got Miles Fells in it, playing your left defensive end. He's also plays running back for PA, trying to get more of a speed rush.
Looks like a passing down here on 3rd and 14. Higginbotham looks to set up a screen, and it's going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly why it happened. Higginbotham never had time to set up, Jay, as Fells just
sure did.
right through there. Way too much pressure. It's going to look like a punting down for Jacksonville. 4:49 to go. PA leading 12-0.
So a couple of first downs for the Red Devils, and then it stalls out at their own 49. It'll be 4th down and 14. Punter's in, standing at about the 37-yard line. John Herman for the Bruins. He gets the snap, no rush, gets the kick away. This time he shanks it off to the right. There. And it's going to take a little bit of a Jacksonville bounce. Could have been worse than that, but it ends up at the PA 24.
About the 40-yard line.
I did too, yeah. Looked like it was coming up here with us for a second.
1st and 10 Bruins.
But he gets some yardage out of it, down to the PA 24, and the Bruins take over with 4:41 to go here in the first, leading at 12-0. They've scored on both of their possessions here in the first quarter, and this is their third. Moving from our right to our left. Bruins 5-1 on the season after losing that opener down in Dallas to Highland Park. They've been A-OK since then. Heffley with the running back off to his left. On first down, looks to pass. Rushes on, he has to move to his left. Now dumps it off, it's going to be caught by Kelly, and he moves it out across the 30 out to the 31-yard line. Nate Robbins forced him out of bounds, but he got a little something out of nothing right there. Kelly came back to get it.
I like the way Heffley is stepping up from that pocket.
He's doing a better job of getting away from the rush.
Yeah, he has, and that's 2 completions he's done. One of them was that last touchdown pass.
Kelly came across the middle late, and they had to just make something out of practically nothing. They did. They
get
got 7 yards
on first down. I'll take it every time.
So 2nd down and 3.
Watkins in the back.
Jaron Watkins, off the left of Heffley. He's going to get a try. Some room across the 35. Steps across one man, across the 40, out close to the 42-yard line.
And that's what I was talking about. Breaks the tackle, little bitty guy.
Ricky Hatton finally stopped him.
But Watkins runs through an arm tackle, and he just keeps going, gets another 5 yards.
They're going to mark him just beyond the 41. It's 1st and 10 Bruins.
That offensive line is so big, and then you give the ball to Watkins, and it's a spread, and the defense can't find him until he's about 5 yards down the field.
He's got some quickness and some speed. Pistol formation. Watkins is a deep man. Bruce is off the left of Heffley. He's going to give it to Bruce. Not much there. He gets to about the 42 before he's forced back. They'll give him the 43. Justin Abbott, one of the captains, makes the stop for the Red Devils.
Well, Justin Abbott, the middle linebacker for Jacksonville, played that perfectly.
Stayed home, didn't he?
He stayed at home. He saw the fake go to Watkins, and he stayed at home, and he's able to make the tackle for a short gain.
A little bit of a misdirection there. They tried to get the defensive line flowing one way, and Abbott stayed where he was and made the tackle. Gain of about a yard and a half. We're going 2nd down and a long 8. Pistol formation for Heffley. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, has time, looks, pumps, throws. Is going to be caught. Hastings, but I think he stepped out before he caught the ball.
The referee threw his hat down, so this may be incomplete. It's illegal touching.
At about the 45-yard line of Jacksonville.
He stepped out of bounds before the pass. That's going to come back.
Looked like the push-off foot before he came back in bounds may have stepped out right in front of the Bruin bench.
Yeah, he did. You got to come back in and get with 2 feet, and that's going to go against the Bruins there.
The official immediately threw his hat down at the spot.
And speaking of officials, your referee is Kenneth George. Umpire Stephen Serrani. Linesman Scott.
Illegal touching on the offense. Replay set it down.
And that's exactly what it was. Linesman Scott Irwine. Field judge Austin Hayes. And the back judge is David Fox.
We just heard from Kenneth George as he stepped that one off against the Bruins. 2nd down, and we'll call it 14. Heffley, quick pitch to the right. Ooh, that ball was dangerously close to the
that was
incomplete.
Yeah, it was, because if Nate Robbins is looking at the ball instead of the man, he could have picked that one off.
Yeah, he was looking at Bruce over there, Trey Bruce, and
it's probably a good thing Trey didn't catch that one. That play wasn't going to work.
They were both there about the same time the ball arrived, and it went incomplete. So now it brings up 3rd down and 14. The Bruins have it just beyond their own 37. Need to get into Red Devil territory for a 1st down. Heffley, shotgun by himself, looks, has time, now throws over the middle. He's got a man. It's going to, what a catch at about the 35-yard line.
Smith.
Heck of a catch by Cannon Smith. He had a couple of defenders. Steve Eskridge was one of them. Right on him.
Well, right there is Cannon Smith's got the height, Jay, and the defensive backs of Jacksonville just too small. I thought Heffley forced that one a little bit, but when you got the bigger receiver, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You just throw it to the big receiver, and he brought it down.
6'4", 210 for Cannon Smith, and it paid off there. 1st and 10 Bruins, just inside the 35 of Jacksonville. Now a whistle stops this play.
I think you got PA. Now that's an offsides against Jacksonville.
We'll hear from referee Kenneth George as they mark this one off against the Red Devils. Here's Mr. George.
Dead ball, lined up in the neutral zone, number 32. We play first down.
So it'll be 1st down and 5 as they move that down to the 30-yard line. Bruins on the march again with their 3rd possession. They scored on their first 2, leading at 12-0 with 2:28 to go here in the first quarter. Heffley alone in the shotgun, has Bruce in motion, fakes the handoff to him, now looks to pass. Throws over the middle, has a man there. It's going to be caught inside the 5, and let's see. Touchdown, Bruins. Zach Kelly. You know, Zach Kelly does not mind catching that ball in a phone booth.
No, it's a post pattern right there for Kelly. He caught 3 touchdown passes last week. He catches one now. Once again, a 3-man rush for Jacksonville. The offensive line picks it up perfectly. Perfect pass by Heffley. Zach Kelly's right there. He's a lot quicker than people think.
He's fearless.
Another touchdown for the Bruins.
Now Hastings on for the extra point. Hatcher to hold. Snap is good. The kick is up. And this time the Bruins get it. Makes it 19-0. We'll take a break. 2:13 to go in the first quarter. Bruins trying to open this thing up. They lead it 19-0 over Jacksonville. You're listening to Bruin Football on 93.3 The Source.
School is back, and that means along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
All offers with approved credit. See dealer for complete details.
Go, 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 Crane Team's got a CraneTeam.com.
Grand opening savings continue at the all-new Crane Kia of Conway. You've got to come see our state-of-the-art facility and our great lineup of vehicles like the Soul, Sorrento, Optima, and Sportages. Right now, drive new 2014 Kia Souls for just $199 a month. Or get your choice new 2014 Optima or Sportage start for just $19,995. Plus, ask about sales tax paid and buy with zero down. We're going to give you more for your trade-in, and every new Kia comes back with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and the Crane commitment with our 100-hour love it or leave it exchange policy. 2014 Souls just $199 a month. Optima and Sportages start for just $21,995. The grand opening rolls on at the all-new Crane Kia of Conway, exit 129 on Amity Road in Conway.
Go, 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 Crane Team's got a CraneTeam.com.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski 3-3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
And after the onside kick, the Red Devils return it all the way down to the Bruins 29. Hayden Henry made the stop, saved a touchdown. Here's a handoff up the middle down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. That's Goss. Tell you what, if Hayden Henry hadn't stayed back and made that tackle, Jacksonville would have put one on the board there. Reed Bartholomew made the tackle that time. Gain of a couple.
Yeah, Hayden Henry saved that touchdown after that kickoff return. That was that last drive by Pulaski Academy. 6 plays, 76-yard drive. 37-yard touchdown pass by Heffley to Zach Kelly. Took 2:28 off the clock. We're at 1:34 to go here in the first quarter. Pulaski Academy leading 19-0.
Second down and 8. Higginbotham sends Goss out to the left. He's going to pass, looks, throws it to Goss on the sideline. Gets to the 30, cuts back in at the 25, showing some quickness down to the 15-yard line. That's a first down. He got some speed, too, as he took that one on the sidelines. He went out in motion, stood near the sideline, just caught that same pass. Cut across the middle. Chase Cootie had to stop him at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, but that was also a couple of missed tackles, reaching out and not setting up on the defense for the Bruins. It's still a good run for Jacksonville, but you need to wrap up.
Gain of about 15 on the play, make it 16. First and 10 Red Devils at the 15.
This first time Jacksonville's been in the red zone tonight.
Higginbotham, shotgun with Goss off to his right on first down. Takes the snap, hands it off to Goss, looks for room around the right side, tries to move it forward, gets down to about the 10-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play before the Bruins stop him. So pick up a 5, moves it down inside the 10-yard line. Dario Vesey brings him down.
Dario Vesey.
We're going to say close to the 9-yard line. Second down, we'll call it 5 yards to go for the Red Devils. They're looking to scratch the scoreboard for the first time. Bruins leading it now with 23 seconds to go. I don't know if we're going to play off or not. Bruins leading at 19-0. Red Devils looking around the backfield. Higginbotham takes the snap. He's taking a step every time before the snap. Pass out to the right, call it the 10, down to about the 6-yard line, close to first down yardage. Hayden Henry there to make the tackle.
He stopped for number 5, Hayden Henry.
Avery Wells makes the catch, and there's the horn at the end of the first quarter. So we'll take our break with Jacksonville driving. But our score after one, Pulaski Academy 19, Jacksonville nothing. You're listening to Bruin football on 93.3 The Source.
School is back, and that means high school sports and the injuries that come along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
Well, the first quarter's over at 19-0. Now we're reverse ends of the field. The Red Devils will be attacking down to our left. They're going to have a third down and looks like about a yard.
Yeah, this all was set up by that good return by Jacksonville on the kickoff.
You look at these coaches for Jacksonville. Head coach Barry Higginbotham, assistant coaches Jerry Wilson, Larry Burrows, Brian McDermott, Adam Thrash, and Throd Hatcher. So we got Adam Thrash in the mix over there.
It's a familiar name out here at Rector Field.
Here we go, third down and 1 from the 6 for the Red Devils. A stacked backfield. Higginbotham up under center, hands it off to his first man through. He's close to the end zone, and he's in for a touchdown.
Got the touchdown.
That was number 5, Lamont Goss.
That's a good drive by Jacksonville. Gets him right back in the ball game. Down 13 points, 19-6. But that's what you got to do. You got to answer the call, and that's what the Bruins are going to have to do.
Just underway here in the second quarter. Jacksonville finds the scoreboard. They find the end zone. 19-6 now. On for the extra point, John Herman. Right-footed kicker. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it is.
He shanked it.
Yeah, he did.
I thought he shanked it, but he got it through.
Looked like he jerked that one off the left, but he got it in there. Makes it 19-7. We'll keep it right here.
One thing he showed, though, he's got a strong leg.
We saw him before the game, and he was kicking the ball pretty good distance.
Yeah, he got a very strong leg.
Well, he's going to have to do it again now because he's going to kick off.
Yeah, the Bruins need to answer this. Jacksonville's going to be feeling good. That's a good drive that time by Jacksonville. Set up after the kickoff return.
Well, there's no secret about the fact they like handing it off to Lamont Goss. There's no doubt about that. He's a senior running back. Got some good speed. I'm sure we'll see more of him as the night wears on. Where right now we're just starting the second quarter. Bruins leading at 19-7 here at home. Rector Field, Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. On to the second home game out of the first 7 games for the Bruins.
Preparing to kick off for the Red Devils, number 28.
At home again next week. Herman will march this one off and get ready to kick it off. Deep in for PA, standing at the 10-yard line. I believe Bruce and Fells, maybe Fells and Watkins will have to wait and see. Herman's kicks the line drive. It's going to bounce at the 20. It's going to be picked up at the 10-yard line. Back to the 15. Back to the 20, 25 to the 30. 35, outside of the 40. to the 45. That's Watkins at the 40, at the 35, at the 30, down to the 20. He's finally knocked down at about the 15-yard line.
That's the best kickoff return I've seen all season by PA. And what speed, Watkins showed it. The quickness and the lateral movement, rolling out to his right, kicks it back to his left. And, boy, he turned it on there.
You know, it wasn't like he hit an open field there. He was running through the woods the whole time and still got it all the way down to about the 15. They're going to say the 16-yard line.
Well, Jacksonville is helped by a nice kickoff return, and now the Bruins got the ball all the way down to the Jacksonville 16-yard line.
Well, that helps. 1st and 10 Bruins after a great kickoff return by Watkins. Heffley shotgun, running back off to his right. He's going to hand it off to Pickle. He's going to flip it back to Bruce. Bruce is going to throw into the end zone for Kelly. Kelly can't get there. It was close to interference in the end zone. He was closely covered.
Hand out to Bruce. He's left-handed. He's rolling out to his right side, but that's still a good-looking pass.
Yep. Kelly was there. He got a defender right in his face, and the ball bounced off the defender. 2nd down and 10 from the 16.
2nd and 10.
Heffley with the running back. It's Bruce off to his left. Has a man in motion. That's Hastings. Heffley fakes the pitch to Bruce. Now throws it back to the right. Little screen pass to Hastings. He's at the 15, at the 10. He's at the 5. He's going to be down about the 2-yard line. He was almost caught at the 15-yard line by number 24, Justin Abbott, but he got away from it.
Abbott read it. He just couldn't get there quick enough, but it brings up a 1st and goal from the 2, as you mentioned, for the Bruins.
Keelan Richardson for the Red Devils, shaken up in the end zone. Couple of Red Devils hurting after that one. It's going to be down at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal for the Bruins.
Yeah, you got a Red Devil. His left ankle's. He's got a problem with his left ankle. Not sure what happened there.
Tell you what, if you haven't made the trip out to PA yet, with this new lights and new turf, it's a pretty sight.
Yeah, it looks like number 10 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's Richardson. He's a senior defensive back. He's up now and trying to jog off the field. A little bit of help. But a big play there, 1st and goal for the Bruins at the 2-yard line. Heffley, the quarterback. Heffley's a big kid, bigger than people think he is, 6'4", 200.
He's a tall kid.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that. He's got some height.
Bruce is off to his left. Heffley's in the shotgun. 2 receivers wide to the left, 1 to the right. That's Kelly. On 1st and goal from the 2. Heffley. Quick pitch to the right. It's going to be caught by Pickle, and that's the touchdown. Grant Pickle.
Touchdown. Just a little slant pass.
Yep. Grant Pickle turned around, caught it, and danced himself into the end zone. The Bruins are up again, this time 25-7.
Everybody on Jacksonville thought the ball was going to go to the left, and one pivot move, and Heffley comes back and hits Pickle as he walks in for the touchdown on the right side.
They're going to go for 2, it looks like, up 25-7. They were up 19-0. Jacksonville made it 19-7. Now it's 25-7. Bruce in the shotgun. He's going to take it himself. Nobody touched him. Walked right in for the 2-point conversion. And that makes it 27-7.
Yeah, they had Trey Bruce as the quarterback, and the interesting thing is Will Heffley lined out in the slot to the left side, and once Trey caught the center snap, he faked it to Heffley, it froze the defense, and then Trey turns it upfield and gets a 2-point conversion.
Well, one thing you know when you're playing against Pulaski Academy and Coach Kevin Kelly and his staff, that one thing you know is you never know.
You never know. That was a 3-play, 16-yard drive. 2-yard touchdown pass by Will Heffley to Grant Pickle. 27 seconds off the clock. 27-7 is our score.
Set up by a great kickoff return by Watkins.
Very good kickoff.
All the way down to about the 16-yard line. And he was weaving his way through some traffic, shifted from one gear to the next. And he set the Bruins up in pretty position at the 16-yard line.
Well, the way Sherrod's got that ball set up, I would say this is going to be an onside kick.
Yeah, here it comes at the 40. It's a bouncer. It's loose at the 40. The Bruins dive for it to have it at about the 35-yard line. That was number 14, Corbin Rhythm.
Well, you got to follow the ball. You can't just reach down and try to pick it up, Jay. And Corbin Rhythm did a great job of recovering that kick. And you talk about a spin on a football.
Yeah. You know, you can tell they practice those onside kicks. And it's not easy just to dive and slide and catch a football because a lot of times it bounces out there, but he had no problem with it.
He certainly did. That just demoralizes the defense.
1st and 10 Bruins after that onside kick at the Jacksonville 36. Bruins leading at 27-7. 11:10 to go here in the first half. Bruins looking for more. 3 receivers split wide to the right. Heffley in a shotgun, 2 to the left. He's back there by himself on first down. Looks, rushes on, steps up, throws, has Kelly out there. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Bruins.
3-man rush again. We've said it all night. It's just
You
too easy.
can't do it.
One play, Heffley throws a touchdown.
You can see Kelly break loose at about the 20-yard line, and you knew then that
They look like
it was all over.
Looked like a 7-on-7 play.
Yeah.
Well, we said it in the pregame that the Bruins we thought would look a little sharper, and they certainly have.
Yep,
on
they
offense
have.
today.
They've looked a little sharper, no doubt about it. Lead at 33-7 now with 11 minutes exactly to go
So one
in
play-
the first half.
One play, 36-yard pass from Heffley to Zach Kelly for the touchdown.
Hatcher to hold here. He calls for the football. Takes the snap, puts it down. Hastings' kick is up and it's good. We will take a break. Still got 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Our score, Pulaski Academy 34, Jacksonville 7. You're listening to Bruin football on 93.3 The Source.
We've got jackrabbits, redbugs, airedales, and elks, just to name a few. Friday night football is a big deal in Arkansas. That's one of the many reasons why we love it here. For more than 80 years, First Security's been investing in our home state and nowhere else. It's how our family-owned bank likes doing business and why our customers believe banking with us is better. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas. And big fans of Friday nights under the lights. Member FDIC.
School is back, and that means high school sports and the injuries that come along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
Well, the kickoff is boomed through the end zone.
School is back, and that means high school
Not an
sports and
onside
the
kick,
injuries that come
so,
along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No
Devils
more long
take
lines
over.
and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas
At
Urgent
their
Care,
own
they can
20-yard
handle
line.
sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals. Central
quarterback has
Arkansas
running
Urgent
back
Care,
off
they
to
take
his
most
left.
insurances.
Three
Feel
receivers.
better faster
Two
at
to the
Central
right
Arkansas
now, one to the
Urgent
left.
Care. They're on Cantrell Road
He's
next to
gonna hand it
Senior
off to
Tequila.
Goss.
Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central
There's the
Arkansas Urgent Care is the
25-yard
proud
line.
sponsor of
Gain
Pulaski
close to
Academy
5.
Athletics.
Just shy of the 25.
He's tripped up by number
So it'll be second down and 5. Reed Bartholomew there to make the stop.
Second and 5.
Good to see Reed back regularly in the lineup. He was hurt for the first game or two.
It may be the middle of October, but it's still a hot night.
Second down, and they moved it back closer to 24, so we'll call it second down and 6 now.
Concession stand, several flavors to choose from. It's good stuff. Take it from
Goss,
me.
the running back, Hickenbotham, the quarterback, on second down and 6. 2 receivers wide to the left. He's going to hand it off to Goss again. This time he hits a pile, and the Bruins pitch him back. He hit a pile before he got to the line of scrimmage. First one there was Corbin with him. Yeah, he just pitches him backwards, loss of about a yard.
Number 65, Robert Ader.
We'll be third and 6 now.
Two big plays by Corbin Whittam in the first half. Recovered the onside kick, and then he gets the big tackle right there for a loss.
So another big third down play for Jacksonville. They certainly don't want to give this ball back to the Bruins.
Third and 6.
Bruins leading at 34-7 with 9:45 to go here in the first half.
Average scoring drive for Pulaski Academy is $1.04 tonight. 1 minute.
1 minute, 4 seconds. That's a
Whoa!
bad snap. It goes back behind Hickenbotham. He's going to have to go back and recover it
saw it.
inside the
Wasn't ready
5-yard
for it.
line, all the way back to the 4.
Hickenbotham never saw the snap,
Nope.
and I guarantee you Jacksonville will be punting right here.
Well, he'll be punting out of the end zone. That ball's inside the 5-yard line, so
There's a fumble on the play.
Their punter, Herman, is going to be standing deep in his own end zone to get this kick away. Nobody back deep for the Bruins. And are all dark blue tonight. Dark blue helmets, dark blue jerseys, dark blue pants with the light blue numerals. Herman standing with his heels on the end
Jacksonville's
line.
got to get 11 people out on the field, too. They're struggling to get enough players out on the field.
Open field because nobody's back for the Bruins. We'll watch the snap. Herman standing as far back in the end zone as he can get. Takes the snap. Here comes the flag.
Prior to the snap, there's a penalty flag on the play.
We'll see what the referee, Kenneth George, tells us here.
Back them up a yard.
Good ball. Delay game on the offense.
Yep.
Replay fourth down.
Move them back to the 2-yard line from the 4 to the 2.
2-yard penalty.
Well, it didn't back up the punter because he can't go any farther back than what he was. So he's still standing back there with his heels on the stripe. He awaits the snap. Gets the snap, and he gets the kick away. High kick. It's going to hit about the 30-yard line. Take a good Jacksonville bounce across the 40. Out to the 45-yard line, down close to the 46-yard line.
17-yard bounce right there.
Goes out to about the 46-yard line. The Bruins will take over in Red Devil territory at the 46, leading at 34-7, 8:25 to go here in the first half. Bruins leading it by 27. Of course, still a long way to go in the first half, but sportsmanship rule, the Mercer rule is 35 by halftime. Anytime from halftime on. Heffley to shotgun, has a running back off to his left. First down, Bruins. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He's going to hand it off. That's Watkins. Down inside the 40, that's Fells. Down inside the 30, makes a man miss. He's at the 20, at the 15, and he's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Finally, Trayshawn Lambert chases him out of bounds just before he reached the 10-yard line. That was Fells.
Good hole that time by the offensive line. Fells goes right up the middle and he cuts back to his left side. Shows that speed.
Yep.
That's one thing PA has showed this year is they can run the football.
Body language for the Red Devils not looking too good right now.
No, it's sure not.
Heffley hands it off to Fells up the middle inside the 5. He breaks a tackle and he's into the end zone.
Yeah, you can't arm tackle Pulaski Academy, and that's what happened, arm tackling. 40-7 your score with 8:06 to go. 33-point lead.
8 minutes to go in the first half, and it's 40-7.
And
these Bruins enjoying being at home, Lanny.
They're playing well right now, but we thought they would after last week.
Yeah.
Little sluggish last week.
So Hastings on for the extra point. Hatcher on the hold. Snap is good. The kick is up. Hastings' kick is good. We'll keep it right here.
Hastings' point after attempt is good.
Well, last week we said that, look, it was a rain moving in last week at BB. If you weren't there, it was kind of a miserable evening. We knew the rain was coming in the whole time. We knew probably lightning, and sure enough, lightning with 4 minutes to go in the first half.
It was
about
4 minutes, something like that, before the half, because they went ahead and called that the half.
A weird night, really, a weird night. The game was halted for an hour and a half. And
how about a 2-play, 46-yard drive, 11-yard touchdown run by Fells? Took 19 seconds. Well, that's going to hurt PA. Well, it's going to help PA's average scoring drive. Was a minute 4 seconds, and they'll go less than that now.
Well, the ball's teed up at the 40, kicking from our left to our right. On a beautiful night for football here in Central Arkansas.
Looks like PA's just going to do an old-fashioned kickoff here.
Yeah, this time, oh boy, Hastings gets a leg into it, and this one's going to go halfway back out of the end zone, bounce all the way through. And the Red Devils will bring it out to the 20-yard line. Tell you what, every once in a while late in the game, you get to see Hastings' leg.
He's got a leg.
He's got a leg.
He has got a leg. He's already kicked 1 field goal.
Yes, he did.
Earlier in the season. I want to say that was in Florida. Was that where the field goal?
It could be. I know they were, because they needed some extra points before halftime. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah, I was thinking it was at New Samara Beach.
Was he there at Warren? I can't remember. Maybe been at Warren.
There it could be. It's one of those 2 games. I can't remember. He has kicked the field goal this season.
And he's got a leg. There's no doubt.
And it kind of surprises PA didn't go for a field goal.
Right before halftime. You're right. Well, here we go for Jacksonville. Higginbotham starts at his own 20-yard line. He sends Goss in motion out of the backfield. And somebody, I think, jumped the Bruins.
I think Goss is a little bit gimpy.
Yeah, he was limping a little bit earlier.
I mean, even on that rollout, looked like he was gimpy. That's what this call is.
Good ball. False start on the offense, number 31, first down.
But, you know, when your running back is struggling just to go in motion,
yeah,
might want to take him out for a play or two.
That backs him up to the 15-yard line. It'll be first down and 15. Higginbotham's gone the whole way at quarterback. As running back, Goss has gone the whole way off to his left. He sends Goss in motion out to his left. Higginbotham pumps. He's going to try to go long.
Nobody there.
Now there's nobody open. He's got to run it, and he just slides up to about the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Corbin with him finally stopped Higginbotham as he got back to the original line of scrimmage, the 20. And it's second down and 10.
7:40 to go here in the second quarter. All PA. 41-7 is our score.
34-point lead for the Bruins.
56 seconds is the average scoring drive now for Pulaski Academy.
It hasn't taken long, I know that.
That's why I think this half has been so long.
Yep. A lot of scoring here in the first half. It's taken a little while. Higginbotham has a running back off to his right. Now a whistle on the far side. Yeah. Coach Higginbotham wants to talk to his team on the far side.
Jacksonville.
Yep.
That's their first. We'll take a break. 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Our score, or the first half. Our score, Pulaski Academy 41, Jacksonville 7. You're listening to Bruin Football on 93.3 The Source.
Stack the Zeros is back at the Giant Crane Buick GMC in Conway. Right now, buy with 0 down, 0% financing, and pay 0 sales tax on a huge selection of Yukons, Terrains, Sierras, Acadias, and more. Plus, new double cab trucks and Terrains start at just $22,495. Stack the Zeros, 0 down, 0% financing, 0 sales tax. Only at the Giant Crane Buick GMC exit 127 in Conway. CraneTeam.com.
93.3 College Football Saturday tailgate party at War Memorial Stadium as we get you set for Georgia and Arkansas on October 18th. Talk football with Bo Mattingly, Russ Ward, J.J. Mathers, and others. And listen to the live and local 93.3 College Football Saturday show that kicks off at 1. And then as soon as the game is over, 93.3 College Football Saturday is on the air taking your calls. It's College Football Saturday, 93.3.
You guys are the best at it. Hey, you know it.
Game on with Russ Ward.
Switch on the CraneTeam.com hotline. Coach, how much easier is it for an offensive coordinator on 3rd and 2 as opposed to 3rd and 9?
What you talking about?
Sports 93.3, The Source.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
Higginbotham back on a 3rd and 15.
I'm Anthony Lucas for Ortho Surgeons. Arkansas's premier orthopedic surgeon
on, and he's just going to stop it again.
Certified athletic trainers they can be on 19 teams. They have satellite clinics in Russellville, BB, Cabot, and Jacksonville, as well as offices in Little Rock and North Little Rock. We also have 2 physical therapy locations in Central Arkansas where physical therapists with decades of experience can get you rehab. Get more information online at orthosurgeons.com and find out why Coach Frank Broyles chose orthosurgeon for his hip replacement.
This is Steve for BMW of Little Rock. I bought my first BMW from them in 1994, and I love that car. I put over 150,000 miles on it, then gave it to my daughter for her first car, and then we traded it for another BMW that she is still driving today. I've owned 3 BMWs since then, and BMW been there every step of the way, from sales, service, even an awesome parts department. BMW makes the ultimate driving machine, but BMW of Little Rock makes it the ultimate affordable driving machine. BMW of Little Rock, 1500 Shackelford Road.
We've got jackrabbits, redbugs, airedales, and elks, just to name a few. Friday night football is a big deal in Arkansas. That's one of the many reasons why we love it here. For more than 80 years, First Security has been investing in our home state and nowhere else. It's how our family-owned bank likes doing business and why our customers believe banking with us is better. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas. And big fans of Friday nights under the lights. Member FDIC.
Let's party. It's the greatest tailgate party in the universe as Georgia and Arkansas play in the Rock on Saturday, October 18th. Join us on the 18th hole just off Markham. The 93.3.
At their own 43-yard line, the Bruins take over after the punt. Half in the shotgun as a running back off to his left. Two receivers to the left and two to the right. He's going to hand it off. That's Watkins. Has to spin away from one crowd and follow about the 49-yard line.
Abbott's a good ball play for Jacksonville. He's not the only one to hit that play. Everybody else is reaching out.
And a 5, but he took some punishment.
Joe, that last possession for Jacksonville, it didn't look too good. Two back-to-back.
Intentional grounding.
Yeah. Very good defense by the Bruins.
2nd and 5, close to midfield for the Bruins. Here's a handoff to Watkins. He's at the 45. He's at the 40. And he's still going to dig down to about the 38. Makes good yardage after contact. That's the first down before Jonathan Hall made the stop.
He stopped by number 9.
So runs on the move again. 6:16 to go here in the first half. They're leading at 41-7 over Jacksonville. Heffley has Watkins off to his right. Two receivers to the left. That's the wide side of the field. One to the right. That's Grant Pickle. And a snap that goes over Heffley's head, and he's going to have to pounce on it about the 49-yard line.
I think Heffley just got his hands up there a little bit late.
It's my bad. He's
big loss right there for the Bruins.
They're going to say the 48-yard line.
I think that was just going to be a handoff to Watkins, and just went right through Heffley's hands.
2nd down and 20. 10-yard loss on that snap that went through Heffley's hands.
Well, the Bruins are going to need some more points before half to start this sportsmanship drill. Not to start the third quarter.
Watkins is off to Heffley's right. Jacksonville trying to bring somebody off the far end. Here's a quick pitch to Bruce. He's back to the 45, the 40. Look out! He's at the 30, at the 20, at the 15, the 10. Spins loose at the 10. He's finally pulled out at the 5-yard line. Trey Bruce. He takes a little trick through the Jacksonville defensive backfield.
Just poor tackling that time by Jacksonville. They're just reaching out, Jay, and you're not going to break down the backs of PA with arm tackling.
Bruce at one point turned around. I thought he was looking for somebody to lateral the ball to. And he turned around and kept going.
And those holes by that offensive line have been huge for these running backs.
Bruce takes it down to the 5-yard line now. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bruins.
Jacksonville doesn't know what to do on defense right now. They've got no stout for the passing game or the running game.
Well, Fells is in there, but Jaron Watkins is closer to Heffley. As Heffley looks to the sideline, gets the play call. Off to his right is Watkins. Slot to the right is Fells. And now flag comes up and delay the game against the Bruins. Well, it'll give them more room. Move it from the 5 back to the 10.
Delay game on the offense.
You know, with the game clock, the play clock not being on, that's tough to do.
Yeah.
On the field, you just got to kind of do that inside your head.
Yep. That moves it back to the 10-yard line. 1st down and goal from the 10. Watkins is the running back. Fells goes in motion. Watkins follows Fells. Nice slip.
Oh, boy.
He tried to cut it back at the 10, and he slipped.
Well, Watkins had a huge hole. If he cut it back inside, he saw it, and his feet just went out from under him to a short gain. May have got back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down from the 10-yard line. 4:30 to go here in the first half. Bruins safely ahead, 41-7. Heffley has a running back on both sides. Has them both in there. Fells off the left, Watkins to the right. He's going to pass. Quick pitch to the right, caught by Bruce at the 10-yard line, down to the 5, down to the 3-yard line. He's finally pulled down there. They may say at the 4. Thought they had a face mask there for a second, but they finally got him down Justin Abbott, he's been all over the place, made the tackle.
He's about the only one that's tackling right now for Jacksonville. Not trying to be negative, but he's the only one that's getting low enough to bring down anybody for Pulaski Academy.
3rd down and goal for the Bruins from the 4-yard line.
3rd and goal.
Watkins looks like he's going to take a direct snap here.
Yep, Watkins back there with Heffley in motion. High snap over Watkins' head. They're going to have to scramble for it. And he's in trouble back at the 30-yard line. Back to the 25, back to the 20, and there's a flag, which will be a face mask
right there. This is an interesting call right here. Pulaski Academy's going to lose about 13 yards, and they're going to get some yards back because of the face mask.
Watkins makes his way to the 18-yard line. There is also a penalty flag.
He got back to the 18. The penalty was about close to the 30, about the 26-yard line.
They'll mark this off from the where the play ended.
It'll go back to the 11. This is something we discussed earlier in the season, Lance.
Yep.
Will this be an automatic first down?
No, I don't believe it is. They talked about that this year. Let's hear.
Face mask on the defense. 5 yards.
Yeah, first down. It's a 5-yard penalty first off.
Okay, it's a 5-yard penalty.
You know, I was afraid of that. I don't mean to be say anything derogatory, but I was afraid of that with Watkins. You got a 6'4" quarterback, and then you got a 5'3" wide receiver taking a shotgun snap. That center's got to be on his A game when he changes those
You're
snaps.
not kidding.
I mean, that's a foot difference.
That's what you call a change in elevation right there.
Yeah, and I was a little worried with Watkins taking that center exchange, and sure enough, it went sailing over his head.
Well, here's what we got now. We're going to redo 3rd down at the 13-yard line.
That's all for that. PA lost 3 yards. No, they were at the 3, weren't they? They lost 10 yards.
So we'll try 3rd down from the 13.
About to run out of time. It's only 3:20 after this drive. This would be the longest drive of the game right now for Pulaski Academy. They've scored on every possession.
Yeah, they're running their time of possession, man. It was under a minute. Here's a quick pitch to Bruce running left. He has some blockers. He has some room as he cuts outside the 10, the 5, swirls back into the end zone for a touchdown.
Real easy. Good blocking downfield. And
That
that's
was
how you
easy.
do it.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville needs some points within the minutes, or the sportsmanship rule will start again the 3rd quarter.
We could have run that one. I might have still been running right now.
I'd be out
just to get there.
I'd be out of air right now.
There was plenty of room.
There sure was. I like that 360 spin on the 1-yard line by Bruce as he pulls it in.
That was
for the
stylish.
touchdown.
Hatcher to hold. Snap was good. Hastings' kick is up, and he drilled it. We'll keep it right here. 3 minutes to go here in the first half, and it's now 48-7. Pulaski Academy over Jacksonville. And if they can hold it where it is now, then the sportsmanship will start in the second half. Jacksonville, at one time, it was 19-0. They came back and had it 19-7.
It's been all PA, but the key is Pulaski Academy has scored on every possession. 8-play, 67-yard drive, 13-yard touchdown run by Trey Bruce. But it did take 3 minutes and 52 seconds with all the penalties going back and forth, and that'll hurt Pulaski Academy's statistics for drives of the first half.
That's an eternity. So the Bruins will kick it from the 40, from our left to our right. You know, anytime you score in every possession, you got a pretty darn good chance of having a successful night.
Will Heffley's only missed 2 passes all night.
Wow, just what we were talking about before the game. Yeah.
One of them, wide receiver, was out, caught it out of bounds. The second one, the wide receiver went out of bounds and came back and caught it. So both passes that weren't completed were right on practically.
Here's Hastings, and he'll boom this one back into the end zone for a touchback. I don't know why the deep man was standing in the end zone, because in high school ball, once it goes past the goal line, it's a dead ball. Yeah. So 1st and 10 for Jacksonville at their own 20. They've got 3 minutes to score and possibly avoid the sportsmanship rule in the second half. So they need to put together a good drive here with 3 minutes to go starting from their own 20.
Well, the last 2 times Jacksonville's out on the field, they had 2 intentional grounding penalties back-to-back.
That hurts.
I don't know if Jacksonville's going to get this
taking
snap
a
off
while.
or delay game penalty. Taking a long time to get this play called in. And they're in a victory formation.
Yeah, Higginbotham. He takes the snap, and he's just going to hand it off to his first man through across the 20 out to the 23-yard line. That's Goss.
That kind of surprised me there. It's actually a power formation.
Looked like what we saw a lot of last week against BB.
Dead T.
We're going to give him 4 out to the 24-yard line, but that keeps the clock running. 2:40 to go.
Jacksonville still has 2 timeouts remaining.
Second down and 6 from the 24. Same tight formation. Higginbotham backs up to pass this time, throws it. It's going to be caught at the 25 and drilled right there. He finally gets loose enough of gaining a yard or two before being driven out of bounds.
Passes complete, number 32.
That was Reed Rickenbach over there to drive him out of bounds. Pickup of about 3.
Rickenbach's had a very good first half. Just had a great year all around. And now in for Pulaski Academy as Andrew Ransom comes in.
So it'll be third down and about 3 yards to go, just beyond the 27. Clock running. Stop now. 2:20 to go. Yep. Clock running would be in the Bruins' favor here. They want to get to halftime with this lead. Higginbotham drops the football, and there's a pile. And
yeah, I think Higginbotham fell on him. It's still going to be a fourth down, probably a loss of a yard.
It will be fourth down, bad exchange. Back to the 21.5-yard line. So
down 48-7. I think Jacksonville's got no choice but to.
Well, it's fourth down and 3.
I think you go for it here. You're down 48. I mean,
what's it going to hurt?
What's it going to hurt you down 48-7 with a minute 55 to go?
Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. So they'll go for it on 4th and 3 from the 27. Same tight formation. Dead T. Higginbotham up under center. 3 running backs behind him. He hands it off to Gauls. He's going nowhere. He gets up to about the 27, maybe the 28, and that's it. And the Bruins will take over at the 28-yard line. This defense has done it again. They have stopped the Red Devils on 4th down, and they'll take over. And I'm sure Coach Kelly will be interested in getting this clock run off
well,
now.
You can give the whole defensive line and the linebackers the assist on that tackle.
Yep. They were all in there. First and 10 Bruins at the Jacksonville 28.
Pulaski Academy did a very good job that time on defense. You know, I thought Jacksonville might try something different that time on that fourth down play, but they
didn't look too interested in it, did they?
No, they tried a power play and it just wasn't there.
Big deal is the Bruins are leading at 48-7 with a minute and a half to go here in the first half. Heffley has a running back off to his left. That's Watkins. He's going to give it to Watkins. He's down to the 25, cuts outside the 20, the 15, down to the 10-yard line, down to the 5. He's going to score. I'm telling you what, he just would not be stopped.
No, you can't reach, but that's the problem, though. Jacksonville is just reaching out there and trying to bring it down, and Watkins not going to go down that easy. He's going to keep running. He smelled the end zone.
You know, he keeps those legs churning all the time.
Yeah, he don't quit. He's small in stature, but he don't quit. Another touchdown for the Bruins.
He amazes me sometimes with small as he is.
That play last week against BB, he showed some speed.
Oh, yeah, he did. Extra point. Hatcher with the hold. Hastings with the kick. Gets up, and he's nailed another one. We'll take a break. A minute 23 to play in the first half. This one's all Bruins here at home.
Yeah,
Bruins leading at 55-7 over Jacksonville. You're listening to Bruin Football on 93.3 The Source.
Let's party. It's the greatest tailgate party in the universe as Georgia and Arkansas play in the Rock on Saturday, October 18th. Join us on the 18th hole just off Markham. The 93.3 tailgate class. Gift certificates for Mimi's Cafe, The Marketplace, Culture Clothing Company, Millennium Bowl, and tickets for Boo at the Zoo, hot dogs from Kroger, and a chance to win tickets for the Hogs and Ole Miss. The 93.3 tailgate class. On the 18th hole just off Markham from the good guys at 93.3.
Sports 93.3, The Source, is geared up for the 2014 Baptist Health Broadcast season of Arkansas State University Red Wolves football. Presented by Bravi and Real Property Management, Central Arkansas. Log on to 933thesource.com for the Red Wolves game schedules, stats, scores, and stream the games live. Don't miss the 2014 Baptist Health Broadcast season of Arkansas State University Red Wolves football exclusively on Sports 93.3, The Source.
J. Jones Lanny Beavers back at Pulaski Academy as that kickoff goes through the end zone. The Red Devils will have it again with a minute 23 to go here in the first half at the 20-yard line.
We were talking in the pregame. We thought PA would look a lot sharper than he did last week, and they have. But Jacksonville, just to be honest, looks like they don't want to be there right now. It's a very ugly game for the Red Devils.
Higginbotham under center. Hands it off to Goss, trying the right side this time. There are blue shirts all over him. He's going to lose about a half yard on the play.
Play took too long. Reed Rickenback read it all the way. It's a loss. Another tackle for loss, maybe a half a yard.
Well, thanks to Brooksy. Brooks Beasley in the booth with us tonight. Of course, as always, Chris Amsler helping out, Jake Warner helping out. We have a lot of people to help us, I'll tell you that.
We need all the
back
help
at the
we can
studio, Andre Tucker, Russ McKinney helped out. Second down, and we'll say it's 10. It's back at about the 19 and a half.
40 seconds remaining in the first half.
This time Higginbotham goes back in the shotgun. And it's a direct snap to Goss. He's across the 20 out to the 23. He actually left a little early, but there was no flag on the play, I don't think.
And that ought to do it for the first half.
30 seconds, 29, 28. They're just now unpiling. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 if the Red Devils choose to hurry up and get another play in. Corbin with them there for the tackle. So 3rd long, and we'll see if the Red Devils
I doubt it.
13 seconds, 12, 11. They're going to give it one more shot, it looks like. Higginbotham in the shotgun. He rolls to his left. He looks. The pressure's on. He throws. Caught at the 25. Makes a man miss at the 30, out to the 32, and that's it. So a pickup of about 10 on that final play, but both teams will go to halftime. And listen to this Bruin crowd at halftime. They appreciate what they've seen here at home. We'll take a break. Second half, the rule will start. Bruins lead at halftime, 55-7 over Jacksonville. This is the football on 93.3 The Source.
Sports 93.3, The Source, is geared up for the 2014 Baptist Health broadcast season of Arkansas State University Red Wolves football. Presented by Brady and Real Property Management, Central Arkansas. Log on to 9.3thesource.com for the Red Wolves game schedules, stats, scores, and stream the games live. Don't miss the 2014 Baptist Health broadcast season of Arkansas State University Red Wolves football exclusively on Sports 93.3, The Source. Now, back to the Central Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lenny Beavers.
Lenny Beavers here with Jay Jones. Big controversial for the our score is 55-7. Let's go to the scoring guide. First touchdown, 50-yard drive, 31-yard touchdown pass by Will Hempley to Will Hastings. Took a minute 13 off the clock. The extra point was not successful. And then the second touchdown, a 5-play, 82-yard drive, 7-yard touchdown pass by Will Hempley to Palmer Jones. Took a minute 11 off the clock. Third touchdown, a 6-play, 76-yard drive, 37-yard touchdown pass by Will Hempley to Zach Kelly. 2:28 off the clock. It was 19-0. Jacksonville does get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. And he gets the extra point, makes it 19-7. But then it's all Pulaski Academy. A 3-play, 16-yard drive, 2-yard touchdown pass by Will Hempley to Grant Pickle. And that 16-yard drive was helped by a Watkins kickoff return for 72 yards. And then a 1-play, 36-yard drive was a 36-yard touchdown pass by Will Hempley to Zach Kelly. Took 10 seconds off the clock. That was also helped by an onside kick recover by Hayden Henry. Then a 2-play, 46-yard drive, 11-yard touchdown run by Fales. 19 seconds off the clock. Pulaski Academy still not finished scoring. They had an 8-play, 67-yard drive, 13-yard touchdown run by Trey Bruce. That was the longest drive of the night, by 3 minutes and 52 seconds off the clock. And in the last drive, a 1-play, 28-yard drive, 28-yard touchdown run by Watkins, 10 seconds off the clock. 8 touchdowns for Pulaski Academy. Pulaski Academy scored every time the offense had the football. We talked about the Bruins, a little sluggish last week. We thought they'd play a little better tonight, and they certainly have. It's all Pulaski Academy. And the score at the half, Pulaski Academy 55, Jacksonville 7. All Pulaski Academy, stay with us. We'll talk about sports, more scores around the half. Listen to Pulaski football on 93.3.
We've got jackrabbits, redbugs, airedales, and elks, just to name a few. Friday night football is a big deal in Arkansas. That's one of the many reasons why we love it here. For more than 80 years, First Security has been investing in our home state and nowhere else. It's how our family-owned bank likes doing business and why our customers believe banking with us is better. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas. And big fans of Friday nights under the lights. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Pulaski Academy Bruins football. Lenny Beavers here, joined with Brooks and Beasley. Pulaski Academy 55-7 at the half. The Bruins juggernaut offense has just been on fire. Brooks, it's all Pulaski Academy tonight.
I don't think I've ever seen Pulaski Academy run. I mean, just like thinking over 8 cylinders instead of 4 like they have. Usually that's reference to really doing everything right. There's nothing lacking about their offense tonight, and I figured out a while ago when their average scoring time is, about 1 minute and 20 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, the longest drive was 3 minutes and 52 seconds, and there's a couple of penalties, but the Bruins have scored every time they've had the ball on offense tonight.
Yeah. Tonight, Will Heffley has done an outstanding job. He is 12 of 14. That's astronomical, and with 192 yards. The receivers, you have Hastings, he has 3 catches for 80 yards. Matt Kelly has 3 catches for 51 yards and 1 touchdown. And Hastings has 2 touchdown catches. Favos has 1 reception for 6 yards. Jones has 3 receptions for 30 yards and 1 touchdown. And Pickle has 1 reception for 3 yards and a touchdown. And Smith has 1 reception for 23. And like I said a while ago, that's a total of 192 yards in receiving. As far as the rushing goes, Watkins and Pearls both have been outstanding. You can just, their speed is just, those guys have sped down. Pearls has 4 carries for 100 yards. Watkins has 5 carries for 74 yards. He just kept trying and kept those legs going and got into the end zone.
Well, Brooks, I'm not trying to be critical, but Jacksonville's really not on playing defense trying to lap up at the Abbott. You're not going to bring down any Pulaski Academy running by reaching out. You got to wrap up. You got to bring them down. You got to give the backs for Jacksonville credit,
right?
And the offensive line. But come on, guys, you got to wrap up and stop somebody,
right?
And I'm sure when Coach Hickenbottom's going to look at this film, Pulaski Academy's wrapping up, and that's one reason Jacksonville's only got 7 points tonight.
Right.
And the defense for Jacksonville just not there tonight. But give some credit to the offense, great credit to the running backs, but you got 1 player on defense. I'm sorry to say it, but you really do for Jacksonville tonight.
Right, and that's 11 against 1, and that's no fun for Jacksonville.
No, it's not. It's been all Pulaski Academy. It really looks like Jacksonville wants off the field. They got their wish. There's 13 minutes before the second half. This game's over, more or less. It's 55-7.
Right. I don't think the Green Bay Packers could come back and play the Bruins.
No, it's just been an all-out blitz by the Bruins. Brooks, there's a real interesting game around the state that I've been watching tonight. I thought it would be the best game in all of high school football, besides this one, of course. And that's in 2-way. Junction City and Bearden. And at the half, it's almost like this one. Junction City 39-0 over Bearden.
Oh my gosh! Well, I was under the impression that was going to be a tight ball game.
I thought Junction City would win it, but not like that. Let's go over some 5A scores real quick. You've got Blytheville 20, Valley View 7 at the half. Hampton Fairview's bouncing back, and they lost to Magnolia 27-0 over to Queen in the second. Farmington 7, Morrilton 14 at the half. Forest City 18, Paragould 18 at the half. Greene County Tech 6, Nettleton 30 at the half. Harrison 49, Clarksville 14 at the half. How about this score? The Trojans are on a roll, 14-0 over Magnolia in the second quarter. Little Rock Christian 7, Greenbrier 7 in the second quarter. Little Rock Mills 7, BB 14 at the half. BB looked much improved last week, let me tell you. Maumelle 28, Bologna 21 at the half. Pulaski Academy, as we mentioned, 55-7. Silver Hills 42, North Pulaski 0 at the half. There's a shocker.
Yeah, right.
Whitehall 7, Watson Chapel 21 in the second quarter. How about this score? This is another big game. Wynn 14, Batesville 17 at the half. I know you're looking for this one. At the half, Conway 28, Alma 0 at the half. We got a lot more scores, a lot more to talk about. Our score once again, Pulaski Academy 55, Jacksonville 7. Stay with us. You're listening to the halftime show, Pulaski Academy football on 93.3, The Source.
And now let's welcome PA.
And welcome back to Pulaski Academy Bruin football. Laney Beavers here at the halftime. Our score, PA 55, Jacksonville 7. Talking to Brooks and Beasley. Brooks, we talked about some other games around the state. Little Rock Central 3, Cabot 0 at the half. That's a shocker.
Right. It really is. Of course, Cabot runs that. Of course, the dead tee, but this year they're passing a whole lot more than they have in the past. I saw them play Conway, and they opened it up. They had about 13 passes for the whole game.
That should be an exciting game. But this one intrigues me. A couple of games around, also in 7A, 6A, Bryant 7, Greenwood 7 at the half. And how about this one here? This game is really shocked me. Is you had Hot Springs playing Magnolia. Magnolia had a big game last week against Camden Fairview in the 5A. Hot Springs 14, Magnolia 0 in the second quarter. But the big one is in 5A, everybody's looking at that Wynn-Batesville game. And at the half, Wynn 14, Batesville 17 at the half. A lot of scoring going on, Brooksy. There's a bunch of scoring here at Rector Field, Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. And what can you say else that we haven't already talked about with the Pulaski Academy Bruins?
This is a track meet. They're just running up and down the field, especially the Bruins. And I feel not sorry, but I wish Jacksonville had a little bit more in them tonight. But I'm sure that they tried early in the game, but
they melted in the second quarter.
They sure did. You know, at the end of the first quarter, it was 19-0, but since then it's
then Jacksonville did get a score, it's 19-7, but then it's been all Pulaski Academy.
Right.
We're going to take a few breaks because this second half is going to go very fast. We're going to send it back to Andre at the studios, and he's going to take care of our sponsors. With 7.5 minutes to go before we start the third quarter. Once again, our score at the half, Pulaski Academy 55, Jacksonville 7. You're listening to Pulaski Academy Bruin football on 93.3 The Source. And we're going to have these sponsors kicking off a few more in just a few minutes. So much scoring, 8 touchdowns, Brooksy. Every time Pulaski Academy on offense had the football, they scored. And the longest possession for PA is 3 minutes and 52 seconds. You mentioned 192 yards of passing. And the rushing was, what's the rushing yards for Pulaski Academy? Looks like it's 200. Let's see, it's
YouTube channel, and it's right there at the top.
229. So it's a very balanced offense. 229 rushing, 192 passing for Pulaski Academy. And that's one thing you've seen this year that's different for Pulaski Academy, Brooksy, is the rushing attack for PA, and they've been a lot more balanced. I mean, you can't get much more balance than that.
No, that's exactly what all coaches want, and that way you're not predictable and you're not one-sided. And I think this year with the addition of Fells and Watkins, that's really been a tremendous help for the running game this year for PA as opposed to last year. I keep referring back to last year, but it seemed like last year they were just kind of one-dimensional.
They were. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. You had Trey Bruce mostly running the football, but Fells and Watkins, both sophomores, bring so much difference. Now, they're not big backs.
No,
let's just get that out. I mean, Fells has got some good size, 5'9", 175. But
Watkins.
I mean, let's just say this. He's short in stature. He's really hard to find. He gets behind that big offensive line. Defense just can't find him until he's about 5 yards down the field. And, man, he has got an afterburner that he can put on. You ain't going to catch him.
I know it. Can take a lick. I saw him get hit once here on close to the press box, and brother, I thought he wasn't going to get up, but he just bounced right up.
Bounced right back up. He scored. How many touchdowns? Is what the rushing?
He scored 1 tonight.
Watkins has 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
I believe Felds has 1. I know Bruce has 1. But it's just been all Pulaski Academy. Defense, offense. The only thing you can say was a negative for Pulaski Academy is they allowed a good kickoff return for Jacksonville. Jacksonville did get 7 points.
But that can be remedied. That's just go back to the practice and get that taken care of. One thing tonight was the first time that I've seen Pulaski Academy have a long kickoff return, and that was with Watkins. He changed direction.
It's one of the few times, you're right, it's one of the few times you've seen Pulaski Academy run a kickoff back, and it was Watkins 72 yards.
Right.
Sure enough, Pulaski Academy scores after that. Coach Todd Wood comes out on the field. He's out there. He's got a big old smile on his face.
He doesn't have a lot to worry about this time.
He don't have a whole lot to worry about.
He can coach the second teamers this time.
It's going to be a real fast second half with the Bruins leading 55-7. I think we've seen about all the starters. Jay Jones is joining us again. We'll send it back for a few messages. Once again, our score, Pulaski Academy 55, Jacksonville 7. You're listening to Pulaski Academy Bruins football on the Source 93.3. Hey, Andre, are we off? Well, Jay, as Jay Jones joins us, Jay, I don't, we pregame. Brooksy and I talked about it also at the half.
Yep.
And welcome back to Pulaski Academy Bruins football, is that it's almost a perfect half by the Bruins. I mean, the only thing I guess you could say negative is they did allow the one halftime, the kickoff by Jacksonville, and Jacksonville had a short field and was able to score a touchdown to get 7 points. Other than that, it's been all Pulaski Academy.
I can't even, and I guess the Bruins scored on every possession.
They did. 8 touchdowns, had the ball 8 times, scored 8 touchdowns, had an onside kick.
I can't recall many fourth down plays.
There was one, if you'll recall, the very first touchdown PA scored was 4th and 13, and Heffley throws it for a touchdown. That's the only fourth down play, you're right, that Pulaski Academy's had.
So, it shows how efficient the offense has been. Defense has been steady. you know, when you talk about Pulaski Academy, of course, everybody wants to talk about the offense and wide open and points and everything else. And, you know, people other times don't talk about the defense. And this defense is good. You know, a PA defense is hardly ever awesomely big or awesomely strong. They usually have some big ball players and some strong ball players, but the whole team is not usually awesomely big or
and they don't have
strong.
a Tyler Cope with it they did last year.
No. But these guys, they hustle to the football. They're smart. They're intelligent guys out there. Very few times do you see them get out of position or blow a coverage. I mean, occasionally it's going to happen, but you just don't see that defensively from the Bruins that much.
No, I guess you'd have to say Reed Rickenbach's the leader on this defense. I'm going to tell you right now, Jay, with the score 55-7, if this game was going on last week, I don't think we'd be playing the second half.
No. Last week it was still rather tight. With 4 minutes to go at BB, when the lightning started flashing, they called the game for an hour and a half and came back out after an hour and a half, completed the first half, the last 4 minutes of the first half, went straight into the third quarter. And they allowed BB, and you know, give credit to BB. BB never quit. They allowed BB to hang around several occasions and made a game of it. But tonight, from the get-go, you could see that the focus and determination was there. I knew this was not going to be an easy week for Pulaski Academy.
I bet you anything, Jay, the practice this week was much tougher than the first half the Bruins played tonight.
Yep, I agree with you. Captains are at the middle of the field. The Bruins won the toss to start the game, and they took the opening kickoff, of course, and scored. Well, normally they always try to take the opening kickoff. First half, Pulaski Academy, 421 yards. That's in a half. And like you guys were talking about, pretty even. 192 passing, 229 rushing. You don't see that a lot with PA when at halftime they have more rushing yards than they do passing yards.
No, you don't, but it's been more well done. We've been talking about it. They're setting that field. And I'm going to tell you, Jay, the last 2 years, Pulaski Academy has ran through the conference and struggled a little bit against some bigger teams, but they couldn't run the football. And that's one thing that you got to say about Pulaski Academy is with Atkins and also Trey Bruce, let's not forget him. Pulaski Academy can run the football and they can run it well.
And they've had some new guys that have been put in the offensive line. Sophomores. You look at Miles Fells, a running back, sophomore. You look at Jaron Watkins, a running back, sophomore. Now, we got some senior leadership on this team. There's no doubt about it. With Will Heffley, a senior, and Hastings, a senior. But, these guys are, they're doing well this year. But they're gaining some experience for down the line, too. So, I'll tell you what, it's just the hits keep on coming. And like you've said, this conference the past couple of years, now this year not so much. You have, of course, Sylvan Hills playing good ball right now. We saw BB last week.
Sylvan Hills is, I'll give you an update on that score real quick. They were leading pretty big there at the half.
As you figured they probably should be. And you can't look too far ahead. Pulaski Academy still has a couple of games that could be tough ahead. You've got Little Rock Mills, you've got Fair, before you ever get to that showdown against Sylvan Hills.
Well, the last score we've seen in a tight one at North Pulaski. Sylvan Hills 42, North Pulaski 0 at the half.
Yeah, that's kind of what you figure. I mean, you got to face the facts. You've got a few teams in this 5A Central that they're a little bit away. And you would expect Sylvan Hills would have a big lead over North Pulaski tonight. But those teams meet up here in about 3 weeks. I think it's the first week in November the 7th. Be a home game for the Bruins. But, Coach Kelly and his staff, they're talking about what are we going to do in the second half? What are we going to do next week? They're going one game at a time, and that's an old coaching cliche. And you got to take care of business before you get that far. Well, they're taking care of business tonight. The Bruins leading at 55-7. At halftime, and the sportsmanship rule, the mercy rule, will be in effect in the second half.
It's going to be a very fast second half.
Bruins having two up on the 40 from our left to our right. Kicking from our left to our right.
I believe you've seen the last of the onside kicks for Pulaski.
I'm sure you have. They'll let Hastings boom this one. But I've seen him kick it out of the end zone before. Tonight he's been kicking it about halfway back through the end zone. And of course, in high school rules, once that ball crosses the goal line, it's a dead ball and a touchdown. You can't run it out. Run it out. Hastings back to pick it around. Halfway back in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Dallas wants to return it, but you can't do that in high school football. I like the rule. But it's 12 minutes, and this clock's going to go fast. Jay will explain the sportsmanship rule. The only time the clock would stop is an injury, a timeout by either team, official timeout, and that's it.
Referee.
A referee timeout for like a measurement. Otherwise, incomplete pass doesn't matter. Change of possession doesn't matter. The clock will continue to run.
And Kenneth George, a referee, just signaled for Chris Amsler to run that clock. Higginbotham, the quarterback, he's gone all the way for Jacksonville. Quick pitch out to the right. It's going to be caught at the 15. Back to about the 17-yard line.
I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to lose 3 on the play. Corbin with him.
It looks like the starters for PA is on defense to start this third possession.
But, I don't expect the starters to be in there too long.
No, I maybe this possession, and I think that would be it, just to stay fresh for next week's ball game. I mean, PA's going to win this game unless some miracle happens. It's 55-7, 11 minutes to go already in the third quarter, and this is going to go quick.
Loss of 2 on that play for Jacksonville. Second down and 12 from the 18. Higginbotham back to pass. Quick pitch to the left this time. Caught at the 15. Up to the 20, to the 25-yard line. Still struggling and pushing forward to about the 26-yard line. Keelan Patterson and his buddies were there.
Almost a legal block in the back that time by Jacksonville, but it's going to be a good gain, about 6 yards for Jacksonville.
That was Avery Wells on the catch. He's a junior. He gets about 8 on the carry, or on the catch. Out to the 26. It'll be 3rd down and 4. They need to get to the 30 for a first down.
What Jacksonville needs to do is just stay sharp and try to get ready for next week's ball game. They're not going to win tonight. But, you don't want to head. I really thought that Jacksonville kind of melded in partly in that second quarter, and they want to try to give every bit of effort here in this second half.
Higginbotham on 3rd and 4. Shotgun. Hands it off to his running back, Gauls. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be hit the 25-yard line. Keelan Patterson was the first Bruin there.
That's back-to-back plays by Keelan. Bring up a 4th down for Jacksonville.
4th down and 4.
Number 48, Keelan Patterson.
I mean, it looks like Jacksonville's going
to they're going to punt.
Go in punt formation.
John Herman on to punt. He's had a busy night. He's standing back at his own 12-yard line.
John Herman.
Bruins are going to drop somebody back. You don't see that too often. He's not way back, but he's drifting back at the 50-yard line. I believe that's Charette.
Yes, it is.
Here's the kick, end over end. Charette is going to catch it at the 40, makes a man miss. 45-50. 45-40 down the near sideline. 30, turns on some speed, and finally he's tackled at the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Maurice Young. He may have saved a touchdown.
I don't think Jacksonville expected Sherrard to turn it upfield like he did. And nice. That's been 2 big returns on special teams tonight for the Bruins. A kickoff return by Watkins and then Charette with the punt return.
Lane Hatcher in now at quarterback. So that's the end of the night for the starter, Will Heffley. Hatcher, 9th grader. He holds on the kicks. Takes the snap, hands it off to running back Fells at the 25-yard line. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the 25.
Knocked out of bounds, but the clock was still running with 8:30 remaining here in the third quarter.
Things will move quickly here with the mercy rule.
Yeah, we got some new starters on offense. Let's try to go over them real quick. You've got Ricky Love out there on the field. Also, Grant Patterson.
He's got by number 24.
Seth Martin, excuse me.
Number 12.
And also Mario McGee.
Fells is running back. Hatcher in the shotgun. Hands off to Fells up the middle. Has a hold down to the 20, inside the 20 to about the 18. He's going to be close to a first down, about a yard shy.
Jay Brooksy and I were talking about this in the halftime show. I really like the vision in the way the backs for PA allow their blockers to set up the play and hit the creases.
And they can reach top speed quickly.
They sure can.
3rd down and 1 from the 18. Hatcher off to Fells. This time he's hit at about the 20 and driven backwards.
To the ground.
Big man there was Anthony Fields on the tackle. That was Watkins on the carry. He was slung backwards.
J.D. Walker.
Loss of a couple.
Back to the 20. It'll be 4th down for the Bruins and 3.
New wide receivers also in for the Bruins. Got Brian Thomas.
Hatcher on 4th down, shotgun formation. Needs 3. Rolls to his left. Looks, now throws. It's going to be tipped and nearly intercepted, but it's going to belong to the Red Devils anyway. It's incomplete at the 10-yard line, and the Red Devils will take over at the 20-yard line. Clock still running, even though there's a change of possession with this mercy rule. 6:40 to go in the third. Bruins leading at 55-7. All the damage done in the first half. 55 points in the first half for Pulaski Academy.
And now you're going to see some backups on defense now for the Bruins. You got Trey Lewis. Looks like they'll man the front.
Big Trey, I'm telling you what, he's a senior, 5'8", 285, and he's flat stuck it out and played a part of it.
Yeah, and Trey had a big game, I thought, last week against BB when they needed him.
Higginbotham in a shotgun. Looks over the middle, throws. It's going to be caught, almost intercepted.
Yeah, that was read very well.
Woody Castleberry broke it up.
Wesley Williams is incomplete.
Out on defense for the Bruins is Andrew Ransom, Trey Lewis, and at your right defensive end is Will Osmond.
Castleberry's a sophomore, broke that one up, nearly had himself an interception. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Jacksonville from their own 20.
Corbin Whittam will now be your middle linebacker. Matt Warren be your defensive back on the right side.
Ball's on the near hash. Higginbotham, the shotgun, has a running back beside him. He's going to roll to the right. Pressure's on, throws. It's going to be incomplete.
And they're going to call a foul on Pulaski Academy. The defensive back hit the receiver.
Yeah, he closed on him, but he wasn't watching.
No, he didn't ever see the ball.
The ball was incomplete.
That's going to be a late hit, I would suspect.
Defensive back closed on him, and the ball was touched by the receiver.
First foul, number 13 on the defense. First down.
Well, at least Austin Mariotti got, he's going to get his name out there.
Yeah, Austin Mariotti, who's a junior, and he closed on the defender. The defender touched the ball.
I think I agree with the call, Jay. I really do. But, that's just going to take experience. Austin was doing what he thought he needed to do. There wasn't anything malice needed.
Right.
He just didn't see the ball go through the receiver's
hands. He didn't
hands.
take a cheap shot.
No, it wasn't. But I think it's still a good call.
So 1st and 10 moves the ball up to the 35 for Jacksonville. They've still got their starters in there. Higginbotham
There's
pumps.
a hold right there.
Yeah, there's
goodness.
a holding. Flags come in from everywhere, and he dumps it downfield and it's incomplete.
Wow, that was a New York Times Square mugging right there. I think everybody threw a flag on that one.
Who was coming? I think it was Will Osmond was coming in, and he just.
Well, I think it was. I think it was Trey Adams.
Was it?
No, I'm sure Peyton Titus.
Whoever it was, he got handcuffed and grabbed hold of, and finally the flag started coming in.
Holding on the offense, number 67. Replay first down.
Jay, I think everybody, including the head referee, saw that hold.
Yep.
I mean, the Bruin faithful was screaming for a hold, but almost there was a take. That's what you call an old-fashioned takedown.
Yeah, that was. So it's first down, but that'll move the ball back to the 23-yard line, or the 18-yard line. Have to get out to the 45. So 1st and 27.
Only 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Higginbotham, shotgun, back to pass. Rushes on. There's a throw. It's up for grabs down the field. It's going to be knocked incomplete at the 50-yard line.
That's just good defense, good
3
close.
Bruins back there.
The ball hung up in the air. The strong safety, Christopher Lane, did a great job. Also defending was Cameron
Bland, yep. Fonseca.
Thank you.
He was back there, too. Had a bunch of Bruins back there, a bunch of young'uns back there, too. Broke that one up. And now it's going to be 2nd down and long. 2nd and 27. Jacksonville from their own 18-yard line. And this clock cannot tick fast enough.
55-7 is our score. All Pulaski Academy tonight.
Back to pass is Higginbotham. He throws it. It's going to be caught up at the 30 to the 32-yard line. It's still going to be about 13 yards shy of the first down. Pick up a 14. That time it was Eskridge on the catch. He's a junior.
Positive yardage that time for Jacksonville. Bring up a third down.
2 minutes to go now in the third.
And Hickenbottom is going to get to work on his passing stats the second half.
Yep.
By number 8, Christopher Lang.
They'll come to the line of scrimmage at the 32. Higginbotham, the starting quarterback, still in there. Goss, the running back, starting running back, he's still in there. Higginbotham's going to pass.
Oh, what a hold.
On. Yeah, they're holding again. Pass downfield's going to be incomplete.
They missed a big hold. Back judge missed a hold that time. Brooksy, did you see? I mean, when you reach out there and grab somebody's shoulder, man, grab him by the shoulder. No flag.
Austin Marotti covering on the play, and that ball sailed incomplete down at the Bruin 30-yard line. So now you got 4th down and 13 with 1:20 to go.
I think these refs want this game over about as bad as anybody else. Don't want to get anybody hurt here. Get some experience.
4th down and long for Jacksonville. The ball's at the 32. They have to get up to the 45. Higginbottom with a running back on both sides of him. That's for protection. He's going to back up and pass. He throws, floats it out there, and it's caught for a first down around the 46-yard line. Let's see.
Did he drop the football?
Well, look where they're marking it.
Well, he lost about. I think he lost several yards, but anyway, the Bruins did a good job.
That's going to be Bruins' ball. He looked like where he caught it, he had a first down. And
had to come back for it. That's good defense that time by the defense is very well covered. And what the strong safeties in the corners backed up and right there at the, about 2 yards before the first down marker, and made the tackle, so it goes over on downs with 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Clock ticking. I don't know if the Bruins, they're not going to get a playoff, I don't think. It'll be 1st and 10 Bruins at the Jacksonville 42-yard line. This one has long since been in hand. Hatcher hands it off. Watkins, he's going to be dragged down in the backfield. Everybody's wanting a horse collar.
No, I don't think so.
He was dragged down back at about the 48-yard line by Roman Little. There's the horn sounding the end of the third quarter. So 1 quarter to go. We are under the mercy rule here at Pulaski Academy. After 3, our score, Pulaski Academy 55, Jacksonville 7, listening to Bruin football on 93.3 The Source.
School is back, and that means high school sports and the injuries that come along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
Back to Pulaski Academy. It's been all Bruins tonight here at home. Bruins are going to move to 6-1 overall, 4-0 in conference play as he took care of the task at hand in the first half. And the score is still after 3, 55-7, Pulaski Academy. Now some of the youngsters are getting a chance to work out here on the field in the second half. Hatcher at quarterback. He's a 9th grader. Quick pitch is going to be incomplete at about the 48-yard line.
Tried to hit Cannon Smith and hit Cannon down there. Might have been tipped a little bit. It's kind of dive.
Well, the good thing about it is the clock keeps on running. It's 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and about 20, actually, from the 48-yard line. Need to get all the way down to the 32 for a first down. So 3rd down and long. Hatcher alone in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks, surveys the field, steps up. He's in trouble. Now he throws it. It's caught at the 45, the 40, the 35, down to the 30. That should be enough for a first down.
That's a first down right there.
I don't know how he found him, but he looked out there and found, who was that caught it? Brian Thomas that caught that?
I believe so.
All the way down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it was Brian Thomas.
Ray Jackson, number 18.
30-yard line. First
Thought it was
and 10
16, but it was 18. So first down Bruins, nonetheless, at the 30-yard line. Hatcher has a man in motion. He's going to keep it himself, though. Has to cut outside. Now flag comes in. He's going to be dragged down.
That play just didn't really look good.
No, not from the start.
He's brought down
Tackle made by Anthony Fields.
At the Red Devil 30.
Trey Adams in at running back right now.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
We'll see what the penalty is.
Holding, 71 on offense. We take first down.
Now back up the Bruins about 10 yards. With 10 minutes remaining here in the game.
Grant Patterson's a big one, too. He's a sophomore, 6 feet, 310.
Yeah, he is a big one.
Sure we'll get to see him play for the next couple of years after this one. So first and 10 Bruins, they back it up to the 40. It'll be first and 20, should say. Hatcher in the shotgun. Has Adams in motion. Takes the handoff to him. Now looks to pass. Steps up. Throws. It's going to be incomplete at about the 25-yard line.
Looks like he's trying to hit Cannon Smith again.
We've seen those two connect a few times.
Sure did.
Cannon Smith, 6'4", 210.
He's a big target out there.
Pass intended for number 20.
Now apparently, was there a flag on the other side?
Let's see.
They're discussing something.
Is incomplete.
And let's see what we got.
Offensive pass interference on the offense. Penalties declined. Second down.
So got an offensive pass interference that was declined. Bring up a second down and 20 for the Bruins. 9 minutes to go here in the ball game. Bruins leading 55-7. That's what's our score at the half.
So it's going down and 20. Hatcher from his own 40. He's in a shotgun formation. Rush is on. He's going to try to do a little middle screen. It's caught at the 35, down to the 30, down to the 20, about the 26-yard line. He's going to be about 6 yards shy of the first down, but good yardage there. Nate Robbins made the tackle on Ray Jackson. Jackson's a sophomore.
That's a good middle screen, but Hatcher needs to get that ball down a little bit. Your receiver had to jump up, and he loses momentum when he does.
3rd and 6.
Third down and 6 from the 26-yard line.
Still a 14-yard pickup.
Hatcher alone in the shotgun. Looks left. Now he's going to be hit back there. Drilled at about the 20.
You got to have that clock in your head, and that took a little bit too long.
60, Ricky Hatton.
Hatton got there quickly, closed, and bounced Hatcher to the ground at about the 28-yard line.
4th and 8.
So we got a 4th down and 8 for the Bruins. Ball's at the 28, need to get to the 20. 7:45 to go in this one. Bruins in command, 55-7. Some playing time for some of these guys, and they deserve it. Hatcher facing the 4th down, needs 8 yards. He has the snap. He's looking to pass. He steps up. He throws. He's got a man. He's got a first down, 20, down to the 15, down to about the 11-yard line. We'll see if they mark him out, maybe the 12.
That's Abbott with the tackle once again.
That's Ray Jackson. He's a sophomore.
Makes his way to the 12-yard line.
And that's a first down at the 12-yard line.
Number 24, Justin Abbott.
Abbott made the tackle. He's had a good game. Abbott's a senior. He's still in there playing hard for the Red Devils. As we reach the 7-minute mark. 1st and 10 Bruins at the 12-yard line. Hatcher has Adams off to his left. He's going to give it to Adams, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The ball comes out, but the whistle had already blown.
Handoff goes number 33, Trey.
He nearly got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to say it's about a yard loss for the Bruins. 6:30 remaining in the ball game. Bruins trying to get one more score, leading 55-7. Trying to get this second unit to score is what I'm not trying to run it up. But, the second unit's going to want to get on the scoreboard.
Well, sure, it's just natural. And, Jacksonville still has their first defense in there.
They do have that.
2nd down and 11. At the 13, need to get down to about the 2 for a first down. Hatcher goes down the line barking out some signals. Now he settles in the shotgun with Adams off to his left. He has a snap. He's going to run it himself, and not much there. He may lose a yard.
Good tackle that time by Jacksonville. It's good to see, Jacksonville seems to be playing a little bit better here in the second half than they did that second quarter, I mean.
Seth Burrows on the tackle. We're down to 5:40 to go. Third down and 11. Ball is outside the 13-yard line. Bruins need to get down close to the 2 for a first down. Adams now swings from the left to the right. Now he comes back again. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to pitch it out to the right side. Caught at the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5, close to the first down. Maybe
that's going to be very close, maybe 2 yards short.
Wait a minute, the ball came out, Laney. Let's see. They're saying the ball came out, and Jacksonville has it at the 5-yard line.
Well, Jacksonville's got 5 minutes to move the ball 95 yards.
We'll see if they keep their first bunch in there.
I don't think they. You talking about Jacksonville?
Yeah.
This PA's not.
No, the Bruins have had here in the second half. Second team in there, some of the younger guys too.
There's a fumble on the play.
But Jacksonville has the ball after the turnover at the 5-yard line. And we'll see who the quarterback is.
There's a new quarterback.
Goss is back there, and also it looks like Rowdy Weathers, sophomore quarterback. Weathers in a shotgun, backs up to the end zone, now swings it out to the right, caught at the 5, the 10, out to the 15, and
there's
the fumble goes out of bounds.
Yep. Ball did.
Perry was hit
escape
along
the
the
receiver,
sideline,
but that's going to be a first down for the Red Devils. 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
Gain of about 12. The ball did pop out, but he was right there on the sideline.
Jay, there was a flag on the play, but the
just inside the 17
referee waved it off.
So first down for Jacksonville, 3:50 to go here. Bruins leading at 55-7. That's what it was at halftime. Still is. Or was it 48-7? The Bruins put one on the board here in the second half?
No, it's 55-7 at the half.
Weathers back to pass. Now he's going to flip it out to the right. Caught at the 20, the 25, out to the 30, to the 35-yard line. Still trying to get some more yardage. That's Avery Wells. Wells did a good job of keeping his balance.
Zach David with the tackle for Pulaski Academy. 3 minutes remaining in the ball game.
And Jacksonville's trying to hurry it up now at the 35-yard line. Weathers at quarterback. Has 3 receivers split wide to the left. He backs up to pass. Throws it out to the left. It's going to be caught at the 40, the 45, out to the 50, and down to the PA 45. They're going to give him the 41.
Good looking drive for Jacksonville. They started this possession at their own 5-yard line after the fumble recovery.
He's brought down by number 19.
Well, they got a new quarterback, Nosler, on the tackle, by the way. They got a new quarterback, of course, Weathers, and their running back is Trayshawn Lambert. First and 10 at the Bruin 41. Weathers back to pass, has some time, now shuffles to the left, throws, and overthrows his receiver at about the 30-yard line, incomplete.
That's a good defensive coverage downfield for the Bruins. There wasn't anybody open. Rowdy just had to unload the football with 2:16 remaining in the ball game.
Second down and 10 from the Bruin 41.
Second and 10.
Now in for the Bruins is Asa Brooks. Will come in and play the defensive left end.
Weathers, the quarterback, has 3 men split wide to the left. There's a ball and snap that goes through his hands. He goes back and picks it up. Now he's going to try to run. Now he throws. It's going to be caught at the 30-yard line.
Looks like Weathers was beyond the line of
scrimmage.
That was
close, yeah.
But that was real close anyway. But it's going to be a first down for Jacksonville. We got to.
There is a Red Devil player down on the play.
Okay, the clock will stop now at the minute 38 because you've got that like cramps from Jacksonville.
David made the tackle again, and down the field for Jacksonville is Steve Eskridge.
That looks like cramps there.
1:27 to go. It is cramps. They'll try to get him off the field here after cramps ease up. With a minute and a half to play, 1:27. Been all Bruins tonight here at home on a beautiful night for football, and the Bruins appreciated it. They put some points on the board, 55 of them in the first half, and they lead it 55-7.
Well, they were just, I guess the only thing negative you can say about the Bruins in the first half is they did give up a big kickoff return.
Yeah.
And other than that, everything just went perfect for Pulaski Academy. I'm telling you, Eskridge is he's struggling to get off the field with those cramps.
Yeah. But he did move the ball down to the 30-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Jacksonville. They want to score here with 1:27 to go, put some more points on the board. Weathers, the quarterback. Running back is Lambert, off to his left. On 1st and 10 from the Bruin 30. Now they have to hustle somebody else onto the field.
I hear a whistle blowing.
That's a band, I think, on the far side. They finally get somebody in there. He's going to pass, swings it out to the left. It's going to be caught at the 35-30. Bruins all over him, and he's finally knocked down at the 25-yard line, just outside the 25-yard line. Gain of about 5, 4 and a
couple
half.
missed tackles there for the Bruins.
Clock down to under a minute. Jacksonville's going to have to hurry if they're going to try to punch this one in.
They're going to have to go for the end zone. Those little 5-yard outs not going to get it.
2nd down and 6 from the 26. Weathers, low snap off his shin. He picks it up, and he's blasted at about the 32.
That's the best way to put it, Jay.
Wow.
That's exactly what happened. He tried to jump up, and he just got plastered right there. I believe it was 55.
Let me tell you this way. If there'd have been a panic button, he'd have pushed it right there.
Yeah, that's Grant Kirtley just plastered.
Yeah.
And there's only 20 seconds remaining in this ball game. For Jacksonville, this pass needs to go into the end zone.
Yeah, this will be it. 3rd down and 12 from the Bruin 32.
But they need the end zone here.
Weathers takes the snap, looks, throws it out across the middle. It's going to be caught at the 22-yard line. It's going to be short of the first down. That's going to be it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ball game here at Pulaski Academy. Both teams will file across the field and shake hands. And we have a final here at Pulaski Academy. The Bruins, tell you what, took care of business the first half.
It's all Pulaski Academy.
Moved to 6-1 on the season, 4-0 in conference play. Jacksonville drops to 1-6 on the season, 1-3 in conference play. And this one was all said and done in the first half. Nobody scored in the second half. A quick first half of the Mercy Rule. But our final, we'll be back to talk about it here in just a moment. Our final tonight, Pulaski Academy 55, Jacksonville 7. You're listening to Bruin Football on 93.3 The Source.
School is back, and that means high school sports and the injuries that come along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
School is back, and that means high school sports and the injuries that come along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
This is Keith for BMW of Little Rock. I bought my first BMW from them in 1994, and I love that car. I put over 150,000 miles on it, then gave it to my daughter for her first car, and then we traded it for another BMW that she is still driving today. I've owned 3 BMWs since then, and BMW of Little Rock has been there every step of the way, from sales, service, even an awesome parts department. BMW makes the ultimate driving machine, but BMW of Little Rock makes it the ultimate affordable driving machine. BMW of Little Rock, 1500 Shackelford Road.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lenny Beavers.
And welcome back to the post-game show. Victorious Pulaski Academy fans and head coach Kevin Kelly, the rest of the team right on the field with a 55-7 win over the visiting Jacksonville Red Devils. Jay, it was all Pulaski Academy tonight.
Yeah, no question about that. I mean, you could tell in the first quarter, the Bruins scored about 4 times in the first quarter. And at that point, at one time it was, I think, 19-7. Jacksonville had a little life. but then immediately the Bruins came right back and got a win to make it 26-9. So after that, it was all over.
Yep, it certainly was. Well, let's take a real quick break for our last segment. We're going to have defensive coach Madison Taylor is going to break down this victorious Pulaski Academy Bruin football team. Once again, our score, Pulaski Academy 55, Jacksonville 7. Stay with us for the post-game show. You listen to Pulaski Academy Bruin football, 93.3, The Source.
I'm Anthony Lucas for Ortho Surgeons. As a former Arkansas Razorback and Dallas Cowboy football player, I know what sports can do to the body, especially as the years pass. Arkansas's premier orthopedic surgery group has a team of orthopedic surgeons, PAs, and certified athletic trainers that can be on your team too, treating all orthopedic and sports injury needs from hand, shoulder, foot and ankle, ACL repair, and arthroscopic to joint replacement surgeries. Ortho Surgeons, on the web at orthosurgeons.com.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
And welcome back to Pulaski Academy Bruin football. Our score, final score, Pulaski Academy 55, Jacksonville 7. Joined now with defensive coach Madison Taylor. Coach, practically a perfect game in the first half. Pulaski Academy 421 yards total offense, 229 rushing, 192 passing. I had the ball 8 times, scored 8 times. Pulaski Academy played a lot of reserves. In the second half, you shut out Jacksonville, and our score at the half was 55-7. Our finals 55-7. Sportsmanship rule into effect. Almost a perfect game.
Absolutely. You come out and you prepare, and and that's, historically they have a great football program, and, that was no different as far as their athleticism tonight. They have a really, really good tailback, and, they're coming off a 28-22 loss, to Sylvan Hills, who's very highly rated in 5A, and, kind of got interrupted with the storm. So, we didn't exactly know what to expect, and we just knew we had to contain their speed, protect ourselves deep on their play-action passes, and we were able to do that. And, offensively, they have 3, good down linemen, and we kind of figured they'd try to get pressure with those 3, and our offensive line did a great job picking up, their pressures, and, of course, Will Heffley, Tulsa commitment, did a great job making reads and throwing the ball to a lot of different receivers tonight. So.
Absolutely, but Coach, I know you play on the defensive side of the ball, but you got to practice against these kids during the week. A little sluggish last week. Jay and I kind of figured that the practices maybe a little bit harder in tonight's ball game.
Oh, absolutely. We played well in spots last week, and kind of what you said, we really wanted to put together, a perfect half, a perfect game, a perfect quarter, perfect drive. That's kind of what Coach Kelly talked about is, execute. And this week, we really pushed the kids to get better, learn from their mistakes. Defensively, we tackled a whole lot better tonight, and we've continued to improve in that front. Our receivers did a great job running routes and reading coverages and just doing all the things that we talk about all the time within the execution of the game plan, and that's what we did tonight after, a really good week of practice.
Yeah, all teams have to have a leader. Obviously, it's Will Heffley on the offense. Defense last year, you had Tyler Colquitt. No doubt that was your leader on defense. But it looks like Reed Rickenbach has really stepped it up these last couple of games for the Bruins on defense. Is he the leader out there on the defensive side?
Oh, without question. Reed, we've mentioned him before, but he's a 3-year starter. We've moved him inside. He's making calls and adjustments and blitzes and all the different things that we do on defense, and Coach Wood kind of draws up, and he's done a great job. Just, he's a consistent kid every day. He works as hard as he can. He's a great weight room guy. He's a program guy. He's got actually his speed. People don't realize how fast he is. Just with he's got speed to where maybe at the next level he could potentially play a safety or for sure an outside linebacker. And real proud of Reed, and also Justin Charette in the secondary. Charette's doing a great job making calls and adjustments. Played as a starter there last year, and also as a D-line coach, you got to talk about your big guy in the middle and the 3-4 defense. It all starts with your nose guard. Keelan Patterson's a guy that's just developed and gotten better every single year.
Yeah, Patterson had a great game tonight. I think there was 3 plays where he was in the tackle for the whole possession. He had a very big game tonight, I felt.
Yeah, he played a great game, and those guys are facing double teams, and they're kind of the unsung hero. And tonight, they were double teaming him. When they didn't double team him, he was in the backfield making plays. And Keelan's a really good leader. I'm so proud of him and just what he's become as a player and also as a person on and off the field in the locker room. He's one of those guys in the locker room that everybody looks up to, and you got to have those guys, like you said, because leadership is just a large component of success of any team. And fortunately for us, we've got a lot of great ones.
Hey, Coach, I saw something I hadn't seen much this year. I'm not sure if I've seen it at all, but you put in a speed defensive end to rush the quarterback, Miles Fales, and sure enough, when I saw him out there, rushed up, went right past the blocker, and was in Hickenbottom, the quarterback for Jacksonville's face. It was a key third down and long, and something we hadn't seen before.
Yeah, we that package in practice, and Miles Fells, Jaron Watkins, who you hear running, did a great job running the ball tonight. But you see those guys, we just bring them in on third and long, definite passing situations, and just kind of to change it up, use their speed, their quickness. If they try to run outside or any type of screen, they're going to be able to run it down. Both those guys are sub 4.5 guys, or 4.5 guys, and just to kind of give the offense a little bit different look with some personnel, and that's something that we'll probably definitely try to develop as the season goes on, just to give ourselves just some different packages depending on who we see on down the road.
Well, we certainly appreciate it, Coach. We're going to try to go down the field right now. Madison, before we go back down the field, anybody you'd like to say hello to tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to say hello to my sister and my wife, who are both listening right now. My parents obviously are always listening, supporting Bruin football, even outside the state of Arkansas. And we've really enjoyed the fans and being at home this year and all the support. So.
Well, we certainly appreciate it, Coach. Madison Taylor, let's go back down the field and talk to head coach Kevin Kelly, the victorious head coach of the Pulaski Academy Bruins. Kevin, big win tonight. Well, Coach, you led 55-7. Had the ball 8 times. You scored 8 straight times. What a balanced offense. 242 yards rushing, 229 rushing, 192 passing. You can't get much better than that. Had the ball 8 times, 8 touchdowns. Okay. No. Coach, once again, victorious game. We certainly appreciate it. Next week, you pleasing at home. It's so good to be at home. Okay. Well, congratulations, Coach Kevin Kelly, 55-7 over Jacksonville. We'll see you right back here at Rector Field, Joe B. Hatcher Stadium next week as the Bruins take on Little Rock Mills. Thank you so much. That's head coach Kevin Kelly of the Pulaski Academy Bruins. And we're going to send it back. That's our final for tonight. Once again, the Bruins victorious 55-7 over Jacksonville. Have a good weekend. Go Hogs tomorrow night. You've been listening to Pulaski Academy Bruin Football on The Source 93.3.
School is back, and that means high school sports and the injuries that come along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
We've got jackrabbits, redbugs, airedales, and elks, just to name a few. Friday night football is a big deal in Arkansas. That's one of the many reasons why we love it here. For more than 80 years, First Security's been investing in our home state and nowhere else. It's how our family-owned bank likes doing business. and why our customers believe banking with us is better. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas. And big fans of Friday nights under the lights. Member FDIC.
I'm Anthony Lucas for Orthosurgeons. Arkansas's premier orthopedic surgery group has a team of orthopedic surgeons, PAs, and certified athletic trainers that can be on your team too. They have satellite clinics in Russellville, Beebe, Cabot, and Jacksonville, as well as offices in Little Rock and North Little Rock. They also have 2 physical therapy locations in Central Arkansas where physical therapists with decades of experience can get you rehab. Get more information online at orthosurgeons.com and find out why Coach Frank Broyles chose Orthosurgeons for his hip replacement.
Now, back to the Central Arkansas Urgent Care broadcast of Pulaski Academy Bruins football on 93.3 The Source. Here's Jay Jones and Lanny Beavers.
This is Keith for BMW of Little Rock. I bought my first BMW from them in 1994, and I love that car. I put over 150,000 miles on it, then gave it to my daughter for her first car, and then we traded it for another BMW that she is still driving today. I've owned 3 BMWs since then, and BMW of Little Rock has been there every step of the way, from sales, service, even an awesome parts department. BMW makes the ultimate driving machine, but BMW of Little Rock makes it the ultimate affordable driving machine. BMW of Little Rock, 1500 Shackelford Road.
School is back, and that means high school sports and the injuries that come along. Central Arkansas Urgent Care is ready. No more long lines and huge waits in the emergency room. At Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they can handle sports injuries like sprains and breaks. Plus, they do annual physicals, and they have back-to-school shots. Central Arkansas Urgent Care, they take most insurances. Feel better faster at Central Arkansas Urgent Care. They're on Cantrell Road next to Senior Tequila. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on the weekends.
Central Arkansas Urgent Care is the proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy Athletics.
Crane